That's because the mic is off. Whoa. Sometimes I just want to hum it to myself, bro. CorporateSafe presentations will be done in time for dinner. And hit it with a side link. And hit it with a Twitch link. And then hit it with the kick link. Hit this with the link from the versus chat. This is day 2 to 3. And the kick link. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. And then post this. And we're good. Boom. Boom. And boom. Hello, everyone. Should be live on all connections. Links are posted. Wonderbar. Boom. You have come from a Hero Drama server. Let's see how motherfuckers are watching over there. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, should be all good. Carl said to himself as he's looking at his kick connection not connecting. Question mark? Hello? Why is this not live? One second. I need to fix the kick connection. Steam is having issue or stream is having issues? Because I'm trying to fix the kick stream right now. We're the only ones that knows this channel even exists. What do you mean? My audience knows about it. Jay's audience knows about it. Twitch knows about it. Kick knows about it. The members on Twitter know about it? Do you just mean specifically you know about my channel from a shared X server? That's a very concerning thing to say to a streamer who streams on multiple platforms. Very strange. We are getting into what would technically have been day 3. I fused the black voice with the green game and the frosty game along with the IOI presentation. In total, it should be just enough to get us carried over till dinner. Although, by the way that it's giving me trouble, I just might end up dropping the kick output for today. I don't know why it's giving me issues. It's the only one that's not connected. Very big question mark. Very, very big, very big, very big. Okay. Last time I try. Is it working? From this side it says no. From this side it says no. Okay. Guess I'm dropping that connection today. I'll address that later. Alright, first on the list. In show order, it would have been Green Games, then Frosty, let's see, going by the thumbnail, it would have then been Xbox as well. According to me, I put Green Games, Summer Games, Black Voices and Gaming, Frosty Fest, the IOI Showcase. There, somewhere in this, I guess I must have wanted to do the Xbox show, like, separate? That doesn't make sense to me. What the fuck was Pascal cooking? Anyways, that's how we're gonna do it today. Green Games, Frosty, then the Black Voices in Gaming, then the IOI Showcase. I guess I'll just do the Xbox Direct another day. Hi, horror. We're going to save the IOI Showcase for last. Black Voices goes third. Frosty Games go second. And Green Games go first. I cannot understate exactly how ugly this logo for Planet Play Green Games really is. I really cannot understate how ugly this design is. Yay! I mean, if we're going by the full report card, Let me get my list out. If we're going by a full report card, technically the events start with June 3rd and then follow through till the 9th. I did not watch the State of Unreal. The State of Play was the state of content, where it had little to no games of proper state of notice, but some existed. The Summer Games Fest presentation itself was effectively getting nickel and dime until Resident Evil shocked everybody out of the water with CorporateSafe horny. Literal, on stage, CorporateSafe horny. Day of the Debs existed. Ball Pit is just, yet again, a masterclass in the era of Devolver Digital being the best content trolls since ever. From what I could tell, the IOI showcase is an absolute fucking trash fire, but I skipped the main thing itself because I've seen Mind's Eye, I've seen First Light, and I've seen World of Assassins. World of Assassins looks lame. First Light, James Bond Jr. Mind's Eye, game so hard cat garbage that even Dark Viper AU struggled to say something nice, and they had to, because if you were like CoCarnage, who actually disparaged it in some way before the game, they canceled your goddamn sponsorship seconds before he even opens the goddamn game. That tells you almost everything you need to know. Then, Wholesome Games Direct, more like Cozy Game Direct, Snore, Women Games Direct, even worse, then Latin America, Latin America, Latin America, Latin America. And on the back end, Southeastern Asia, with a little bit of Johnny Young Boss probably putting in for the worst fucking paycheck of his life in what I can only assume is a cooking game. Alongside the who's who of the worst kind of personalities that you could get out of YouTube influencers. And then this shit. Then, the PC Gaming Show for PC Gamer, absolute obnoxious dog shit. A couple of titles, and some of them, more good titles out of the Latin American Game Showcase than others, many of which I've posted inside of gaming inside the server. Some I've tagged Horror on because I thought they were games that she would definitely want to watch. So, if for nothing else, everybody in the server will be able to get recommendations of what I think is cool based on what I would want to buy. And then the Xbox Game Showcase as well as the Outer Worlds 2 Direct. That will have to come another day. Won't be this week. And then finally, tomorrow, the Death Stranding 2 game premiere, which technically was a premiere and a cast interview showcase. Oh, let's not delay anymore. Let's get into it. I didn't crash out. Stop that. I looked at his name and I thought, why is this person in this game? Every single other person who was a part of that game, that was an expected addition. Johnny Young Bosch doing what I would claim is effectively slumming through a project, it had to be for a paycheck. Because he could do anything. Why is he doing this? Anyways, let us begin. Most of these are going to be on 1.5 or double.
Hi everyone, my name's Will Freeman.
And I'm Kira Freeman.
And welcome to Summer Games Fest's first ever Green Game Showcase, brought to you by Planet Play. I've just always loved games my whole life. And obviously I love that they're these immersive worlds, they tell these amazing stories, they take me away in the end.
Are you siblings? Because if you tell me that you're husband and wife, that's some really hard physiognomy on her face, man.
Entertain me. Something else I really love about games, really believe in, is that they've got this potential to make a really positive difference to the world we share, and essentially that's what today's all about.
Exactly, and that's why we're so excited to take you through some games today that aren't only delivering great gaming experiences, but also making a positive difference to the planet. So with that in mind, we've got some great gameplay to go through today. So from new releases to established hits, we're going to go through how we can make a real difference through games, and all we have to do is play.
Right, and the Green Game Showcase, I mentioned before, is brought to you by Planet Play, so let's just stop briefly to talk about what Planet Play is, who Planet Play are. Planet Play is a not-for-profit gaming platform that helps games generate funds to help address the climate emergency. 100% of the proceeds raised currently go to certified green projects. What that means is going to projects on the ground, making
You know, when you say it like that, it makes it sound even gayer than I thought it was.
A real practical difference to protecting our planet's future and to improving people's lives for the better.
And we're hoping to raise
You know, Greenpeace for video games is not exactly the flex you might think it is. But, you know, you're doing something positive. I can't really shit on that.
$150,000 just from today's stream, so no pressure there, Will. So if you want to help even more, there will be some exclusive in-game green items, and why not treat yourself to some of those? You can also share the games with your friends and spread the message of the green gaming movement.
And as you'll see, loads of the games we're going to share with you today are PC games. You can get many of those PC games and loads of more great green games over at planetplay.com. You can also, if you want, go there and just make a direct donation to help our fundraising target for today. And in fact, a few of the game companies whose games we're about to look at, they've already made donations there. So honestly, just thank you so much. It's given us an amazing head start, and it's going to let us make a practical difference.
And while we're saying thank you so much to Summer Games Fest for spotlighting green gaming as part of such a brilliant event. And now, it is time for us to dive into our first category, which is games that are green by design.
So games that are green by design means that the game itself, the content you're playing, or at least a significant part of it, is about green issues. So the first game is Imagine Earth by Serious Brothers. It's a PC city builder that's out now, and it's also a climate crisis.
You are doing such a bad job setting this shit up. But I'm going to flick through some of these. So, looking at their store, they've got the likes of Expedition 33 on sale at $49.99. Rematch, which is a soccer game. The Alters, which is the alternate Persona game, which is getting a 10% off discount. And then Wusheng, Fallen Feathers. And on the list for each listing, when you look at them in the store, it has a little impact here that tells you how many trees were saved by purchases of your games. Bro, these are very small numbers. I'm not finna hold you. These are very small numbers. But you know what? You're getting bullied enough. It's fine. You're getting bullied enough. It's fine.
Simulator, really interesting, so let's take a look.
Your job as a space colony manager is to establish thriving and profitable colonies on a global scale.
Greetings.
Hi. Welcome to the Andromeda Galaxy. Build cities and their supply networks. Satisfy their hunger
Yep. A city builder? Kind of exactly what I thought you'd lead with.
for resources.
However, right now I urgently require a shipment of titanium.
Take care of pollution and emissions caused by your expanding cities.
In the research panel, you can research upgrades for your buildings.
With increased climate change, natural disasters are becoming more frequent and severe. Let us use the second chance to change our way of life and to transform the production of energy and goods in a sustainable way. Achieving a balance between growth and sustainability is the final challenge for every civilization. Imagine Earth Limited, building sustainable civilizations.
Civilization with even more autistic focus based on climate change is some of the most boring shit you could ever tell me was an idea that you put together to get people involved. Forex city planners and city builders are already hard enough to play. When you elevate them to this level, I don't care. I already have too many of them that I can play to begin with. But you're telling me that you want people to pay into a concept that causes environmental damage by our desire, want, and need to play video games. So you create a foundation to protect video games. But you can barely be able to replace the amount of trees that you probably had to dig up to get to the lithium deposits, let alone the gold deposits, let alone the platinum deposits it took to put together the components that the game was probably coded on. That's so lame. Well, it's 56 minutes and 41 seconds. Let's get it over with.
Wow, what a great start. I want to get home and play that straight away. I guess I grew up with Settlement Builders, got game.
And he's so low energy. Oh no. He's so low energy.
It's like SimCity, Populous, and Settlers. And to think about taking a game like that and adding, as you build your settlement, you've got to consider this kind of looming climate crisis and sustainability. It's just such a perfect pairing of kind of the green.
No, the fuck it is not! Single player, world environment, concepts matter. If I'm doing it inside of an autism simulator, I don't want to deal with more mechanics. I want to do it less, unless I code them in myself. That's why they never have something like that inside of Civ.
in message and an amazing bit of game design.
Yeah, I love that. You've got to think about all your different resources and kind of level everything up at the same time, like Catan, which I love.
And so for the next game, we look at Elwyn Quest of Time by Earthwise Games. It's a web-based card game about thriving with nature.
I'm pretty sure that's AI generated. And what the fuck is that music?
By Earthwise Games. It's a web-based card game about thriving with nature.
So, Magic the Gathering. Or if you want to be more accurate, Hearthstone. With AI art generation. Alright! Us here at the We Love Earth game format, we are going to tell you about this game that uses some of the concepts that are absolutely caustic to our movement in nature. This right here, we've got this game here that makes you have to do autistic bullshit. And for purchasing this game, we've planted 3.5 trees. Isn't that great? Oh my god, guys. And then this next game we have coming up, it's Faking the Gathering. We use AI-generated art so that we can be able to use no real effort of real people. We sold no more copies of this, and we planted 1.5 trees. Come on, guys. Isn't this great? Give it up. Give it up. Boo! Boo, nigga! Boo!
World of winners and losers. A new game is rising. Women's thriving. New rules to play. New ways to gain. As we win the game. You rule the world. Rise to unite. Play to thrive. Turn the tide on loss and division. Stop this useless competition. Hearts to unite. Play to thrive. We win in the game of life.
The worst part is the fucking music, bro.
We played quite a lot of Dominion on the way at home, so... Oh, I like the look of that, actually, with I do love Deck Builder. Well, we play quite a lot of Dominion on the way at home, so... And also, when it's all automated, you don't have to shuffle the cards yourself.
Yeah, and you don't know.
So you've got Civilization with more autistic features, and an AI art-generated Magic the Gathering card swap, which is amongst all of the shovelware that exists in the roguelike roguelike deck builder category on Steam. That doesn't even look like it's worth $5. And I should know, there are some pretty good fucking card builders that exist inside the Steam shop that are actually worth a damn. Like Dungeons and Degenerate Gamblers, or Vault of the Void, obviously. Things like Rogue Book, and Slay the Spire, both 1 and 2 coming up. Dicey Dungeons is another one. But bro, that game is trash. It's trash, and its music is trash.
Have to argue about the rules. And yeah, just so interesting. It reminded me of Dominion, Ascension, I guess Hearthstone, Balatro.
So next we've got Longleaf Valley by Trees Please Games. It's an award-winning mobile tree planting merge puzzler.
Oh, and then, to round it up, let's get the game that's basically Farmville on fucking, on Facebook. Yes. That's exactly what doesn't it look appetizing to you, chat? Chat, doesn't this look good? See, you're gonna be so angry when I tell you this, Horror. This is Double X. See, now his comment yesterday about Green Games, this is how you do a showcase, it makes more sense now. You niggas watch this shit live! Oh god, I dodged the bullet. And now I'm gonna stick the metaphorical gun in my mouth.
Game with a really wide appeal, and that's important. Like,
Oh my
I'm
god.
a contentious genre myself, but I also love these games just with this hugely wide appeal because that
Oh
gets the
my
real message to more
god.
people and fundraising coming from more people.
I think all the real trees getting planted in real life. By the way.
Fundraising, real trees,
Yeah,
fundraising, real
it's going
trees.
to early access soon, so keep an eye on it. Get wishlisting.
And then we have ourselves a homely, cozy game featuring cute little children. Oh, it's a foraging game. Now, considering the ones that came before it, this game actually looks like it would be fun to play. Oh my god. Oh. It's like finding an oasis in a desert, boys. It's like finding an oasis in the game. And actually, we heard about that game yesterday from some of them. However, I think they need to start making rules that when it comes to certain performances of directs, certain games cannot be shown multiple times. Like, from an event in the future, from an event in the past, you can't keep showing the same games between events. So, right now, I can see that they're doing a Capcom Direct. If they show something off of that Direct, that they then give an update with gameplay trailers at another event, that's fine. But from a day-to-day event like this, from the beginning of June 3rd to the last show on June 9th, they can't keep showing the same games between events. They have to show new shit.
That one, I think I could lose many hours, if not weeks, into that game.
Yeah, you look like you would.
This gave me a kind of real sense
You look like you do it already.
So next we're going to look at Hawthorne from Near Studios, which is coming soon to Steam, so get that on your wish list. And there's a Kickstarter out for that now, so let's take a look.
They call it Windermere. This place, nestled in its ancient and unsung valley. They live here, together, the animal folk. Mice from Lundvik, otters from Otterheim.
So it's furry game.
They've returned. Resettled this valley. Ill aware of its shadowed history. These bold homesteaders explore, carve a place for themselves here, weather the four seasons, and lay claim to the land's bounty. Here, they live and they laugh. They forge their own stories and make memories.
You know, if the animals are the sentient beings that are populating the area, when that owl picks up a fish to eat, isn't he just eating his fucking neighbor? Since the fish should also be intelligent. I'm thinking way too much about this because I'm trying to distract myself from how boring this event is.
I envy them.
It really is. Nature is healing the video game.
We'll earn each other's trust.
I mean, I think I'd almost rather live in that world of animals than our world of humans. Like, such a, yeah, you can kind of feel the lore and the storytelling coming off it. Yeah, that game is a place I want to be.
Yeah, exactly. It makes it look like I'm living with all of those animals. It's like it kind of makes you more invested in nature as well, doesn't it?
Next, then, we're going to look at Sky Farm Island by Mesh Minds. It's actually a Roblox game, and it's set in the Garden City of Singapore. Really interesting concept. Let's see what it's about.
Roblox ass looking ass game. Unironically, Roblox ass looking ass game. No, it was me and KC. Stolen Valor. KC, you and me, right here, right here, right here. We both fucking called it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
So imagine the kids getting into that, because taking those real life educational lessons and putting them into that format. I mean, you're onto a winner, really, aren't you?
Yeah, really powerful.
No! The children do not yearn for Greenpeace! Stop it!
Stuff, and I guess, yeah, they're used to today, the custodians of our planet's future, so engaging them now through something as popular as Roblox. What a powerful idea, I love it.
And next we've got World Reborn by Wicked Saints, and it's the world's first adventure activism game.
Hey, I'm Jess with Wicked Saint Studios. Our game World...
Minorities. I'm so tired of these minorities. These minorities at my Game Awards.
World Reborn is the first game of its kind where fantasy narrative gameplay meets real-life changemakers. Beautiful art and immersive storytelling will reveal where you're nature inside and give you small ways to change your reality. We touch any cause you care about, and we're excited to feature real-world quests to save our planet in our grand launch coming soon. But right now, it's out for a limited time, so you have 2 weeks to download the game and play.
Amazing stuff again.
An iOS game about how you unfunk the world. Bro, you might as well just show IMVU. What the fuck are we doing here?
And that was actually the last of our games that we framed as green by design. Now we're going to look at a few games that include green activations. So a green activation, I guess, is something green in any game that's been designed as a piece of entertainment. So lots of the games we're going to see, they're not necessarily green games by theme, but working with Planet Play, they've added green elements, green fundraising elements. The first of those games is Amazing the Great Ocean by Atrio, a PC and VR undersea adventure game. Let's have a look at the trailer.
Garbage. Extremely fucking garbage. Garbage concept, garbage philosophy, garbage understanding. If I'm going to go to a place, alright, and I'm going to ask a bunch of developers, make me a game jam that lasts for 3 days, and I want to see what concepts you come up with that help tie in the idea of energy and nature conservation, I can promise you I'm going to get better opportunities demonstrated from that game jam than the shit that we just saw on camera. Or at least, that's the hope. They're just bad. It's just bad. Granted, the concept behind this one seemingly is okay. You're operating a nautical shell, you're underwater, trying to micromanage things. Your VR rig is basically the arms of an underwater robot. But you could also just make a game that's basically a spiritual successor to Echo the Dolphin. If we're being dead ass serious, why not do that? It'd be a better use of our time.
I felt really immersed in that straight away. I felt like we were.
Also, arbitrarily or obligatorily, we don't have money for VR games. The grand populace. Honestly, those things need to go to high concept tech shows. No normal player is gonna have VR money. Until we are in the world of VR MMOs, I don't give a damn.
Under the sea, and I wanted to free the turtles. So next we've got Abacan Life by Lockwood Publishing, and this is a wildly popular mobile life sim, and it's coming soon to
Mobile game.
Steam, so another one to put on your wish list.
Let's be serious. That game is obviously designed around fashion. Hey guys, you want to play our video game that's basically literally IMVU but with celebrities? Please, play this game. Just play this game that's obviously going to charge you hand over fist for premium currency. Buy today. Buy today. Buy today.
So speaking of growing, soon Abacan Life is coming to Steam. You will experience all of this, the style, the adventures, the community, bigger and better than ever. I'll see you there.
Well, as a step up to the Streets fan, it was quite exciting to see Brianna again, and that just shows the power of celebrity, like to draw you into a game, so I was intrigued to check that out.
The power of celebrity. Uh-huh.
Yeah, and it's just amazing that celebrities can bring us more attention, more engagement with these really important green fundraising efforts with the
Nigga, you are not drawing shit to this goddamn direct.
Planet Play and Green Game Showcase is all about. Next, we're going to look at Fishing Clash by 10 Square Games. It's a mobile sports fishing sim, famous for kind of being
Another mobile game.
really popular with real anglers, and made by a team who've been a really long-standing partner and supporter of Planet Play.
Welcome to Fishing Clash. It's the best mobile fishing simulator. From realistic worldwide locations to hundreds of different fish to catch. It's the next best thing to the actual real outdoors activity, and it's in your pocket all the time. So whenever you need to get away, it's there. You can also join a clan and compete in duels, and there are weekly events, so you will never run out of things to do. But it's not...
Hey, Jim Bob, you know what's really good? Hey, what's good, Ephraim? You know what'd be really good? If we could be able to get the rest of the crew to watch Duck Dynasty to be able to play what is a basically Sega Bass Pro Fishing Tour on their phone. Yeah, that sounds really good. Fuck Monopoly Go like the women playing. Let's go ahead and get this fishing. Yeah, let's get this fishing, bro. I want to see these devs. Bring these devs to me. Who told you this was a millionaire idea? Who is the lazy ass motherfuckers who couldn't even settle for fucking Pokemon Go? You needed the autistic outside VR fishing game?
Not just fun, we're also big on environmental awareness. So we try to help spread the word on problems and solutions because we love fishing and we want to preserve it for the generations yet to come. Try Fishing Clash for free. Download it now.
What I liked about that was you can see the genuine love for the subject matter, and I guess that's really important because it will pull people in with that love, and that makes them connect with that green messaging all the more. So yeah, like really, really important, valid stuff.
Yeah, so next we've got Klondike Adventure by Visor, and it's a mobile farm simulator set during the gold rush era, which sounds really interesting.
First it was the cozy games. Now it's the fucking AI slot games. Then it's the goddamn mobile slot games. Unironically, it is quite literally the CorporateSafe Direct. I picked the right name for this. I knew what it was when I fucking looked at it. I'm so happy that I was right. That it's the Corpo section. And it's basically Farmville. Oh my god.
Cool, yeah, lovely, and such a tremendous amount of detail squeezed onto every screen of that. That was really, really compelling to me. Like, I guess the idea.
Where were the details? Where were the details, you fucking liar? Where were the details? Where were they? Do I have any booze? No. But if you want to be able to fund the booze, send money now. You wouldn't want to lose the brain of your favorite content creator, would you?
Of a farm sim in a rural world is really lovely. In terms of being engrossing, I love how much detail is on display there.
You don't actually need to if you don't want to, guys.
Really felt again like a nice place to be.
Yeah, and also alerting you to stuff like endangered species and stuff, which I think is really important.
Yeah, great, and as simple as that. Play the game, buy the right item, help the planet while you're having fun. Speaking of fun, next we're going to look at Puzzle Adventure by Pixel Federation. It's a supernatural mobile mystery game with detective and escape room elements. So loads going on. Let's see what that actually means.
And yet another one. This might have well been a shill for, yeah, you know those games? You fucking have them, here you go, type shit.
Oh, yes.
Because that's all these games are. They are the games that you get sold, or that you get ads for, inside of your mobile game, whenever you're on something that forces you to have to look at things. That's what they are. That's what they are. A majority of these games are the games that you get ads for that tell you, download this game now, play it now, and the game either is playing itself horribly on demo mode, or it won't let you click off of it enough because it's stuck out of the way. Boodle. Here comes another one, and this one is fucking basically Warhawks. Thank you for the $10, Buster. Oh my god. Fucking Christ almighty. What a dog shit fucking direct, bro. What a dog shit fucking direct. It unironically has to be a money laundering scheme. Who okayed this for the Game Awards? Huh? I refuse to believe that Jeff Keighley saw the presentation and said, yeah, this is okay. Run it. I can't believe it. Somebody that was female with a Y chromosome, an XX chromosome, an X chromosome in their system had to have okayed this shit, saying, it's all natural. Don't people love playing the idea of basically playing demolition derby cards with laser cannons? We're re-innovating the idea of twisted metal, and we're doing it for a new generation. We planted 10 trees. Fuck me. Fuck me running. Fuck me running. We don't need sound. We don't need sound. The only sound that you need to hear is the sound of my voice. And now, it's a fucking Warlord game. Oh no, worse. It's a fucking CSGO clone. Nah, I'm pretty sure she's still at work. Oh, and then they're trying to hype up the fucking esports line of this. Oh my god, no. I refuse to believe that there are people who are playing for actual esports money on these video games. Fuck. Burf, barf, snort, snigger, snigger. That's S-I-G, by the way. I can't even laugh at most of it. However, this one looks like it's not a dog shit game, so I'll turn the sound back on for this one.
Well enough, so let's take a look at what it is.
We've got a black girl. We've got evil laughing masks that are turning things into tapestries. And it's a fucking mobile game. Sweet!
I've actually downloaded and played it. It's really, really fun and really different. So different to anything I played.
Yeah. Because that's what people needed. A vertical R-type. Okay. Yeah. Galaga. Definitely what was necessary. And then another fucking Facebook marketplace game. The sad fact is that I know that people play these kinds of things. Like household wives. Live-in wives. That don't know how to play video games anymore. They don't have a console of their own. And they don't share anything with their husband. Idle game. Discount rundown bullshit fucking Final Fantasy with really bad sprites and with an Animal Crossing just in ready for the fucking time for the update. Isn't it exciting, chat? Mobile games. Remember when mobile games that came from reputable sites like Congregate used to be good? Remember when that was a thing? I've got one of them right here. On my phone. Who are these fucking they-thems?
I'm raising awareness and protecting the habitats. Here's down. Just farming game, so let's have a look. It's Heyday, and it's from Supercell, so one of the biggest mobile gaming companies there is. And it's a mobile farming game, so let's have a look.
Events and decorations coming your way. Heyday is joining this year's Green Game Dance. To support this year's cause, we've prepared special Let It Be events in the first few days of the month, all focused on raising awareness and protecting the habitats. Here's how you can help. During the Global Healthy event, revive trees and bushes on other players' farms. Every help action brings the community closer to the global goal, and once we reach it, Heyday will donate to around the world. You can also take part in the Cozy Task event and the Spring Fence, and track your progress in the Let It Be decoration collection.
That woman is wearing a goddamn, is wearing a fashion abortion. Anyways, back to the shit that I was talking about. You remember when video games used to actually have some shit worth it? Like Burrito Bison, Launcha Libre. Remember? Remember when we had mobile games that were like this? From things like Juicy Beast and Congregate, Armor Games, etc. Just fucking hell, man. I actually don't remember Nitrom, but I remember hearing about it. Oh, and then they have Solitaire. Oh, that's cool. Play Solitaire with art featured from creators that you recognize, or from brands you recognize. Fucking hell, man.
Oh, that's one for my dad, that one. He's been playing the same solitaire game on the PC since the 90s. So it's amazing to see it looking so fresh and vibrant with all of those beautiful designs that they've got on there, but all by independent artists.
Yeah, I love
or
that.
you could just play Balatro and support real indies.
And using it as like a gallery, a showcase for different artists. And actually you can unlock a green pack showcasing different beautiful art from different artists on the green theme in there. So yeah, they're doing some really interesting stuff.
And
I wouldn't call Cyanide and Happiness a indie artist. I'm pretty sure they're corporate as fuck.
That is obviously not every game can be green by theme, like the first games we looked at. And some games, their makeup or the way they're distributed means they can't even really appropriately host a green activation. But any game company can make a donation to help this effort. So yeah, it just shows any game can be green. And the first of those, I guess, game companies that has made a donation to this is Amazon Games through their game King of Meat, which is a co-op party platformer. It sets up 4 players against each other in these devious puzzle-filled dungeons. So yeah, let's take a look at the trailer.
Unedited from the thumping heart of the universe. King of Meat. Who will be the next
Now see, that actually looks like it's a video game. One! You have one real game! And it's basically MCX.
And now you can build for constructs in what we
call Create Mode.
Or rather, MXC. Yeah, MXC.
Yeah, I mean, sure, like, such a, like, vibrant, like, a detail-filled party game. Nice to see that amount of polish in a party game, like, Fall Guys a little, kind of reminding me of with so much else going on. But yeah, and not out yet, it's one you can wishlist on Steam, but yeah, keep an eye on that one. Great to be able to share a fresh trailer of a game yet to be released.
So next we've got Sociable Soccer 2025, which is from Tower Studios. And guess what? It's a very sociable football game.
Arcade soccer experience with licensed players. Licensed players. Which means some of these players are getting a kickback off these mobile sales. Which is not greenworthy. But hey, what do I know? I'm just some chud.
Tracks. But now, John is taking on a new challenge. He's formed Sensible Band, a band that's ready to produce electrifying rock anthems and bring to life some iconic video game melodies. Get ready for their debut album, Positivity.
To see the
Ew.
that time brought back to us now in the current day is really nice.
Dad, Nerd Rock. They told me it was a myth. And yet another fucking mobile game. One game. They have shown one game in the form of King of Meat. One fucking game. Fucking hell. Fucking hell. Fucking hell. Please let it be over. I'm about to start skipping through sections just to get to the fucking presentations. Because there's another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games. And then an Ian Wood interview at the end. And I don't feel like listening to the interview.
Cropping up in all kinds of genres in really interesting ways.
The fight. Because how do we do this? Everything's gonna change.
We can call this the second game that finally exists. So you have 2 games now.
I mean, big up Sharkmog for their donation, but big up Sharkmog for producing something so polished that looks amazing. Like, I mentioned it before, like, Extraction's really booming. It delivers so much, like, the extraction mechanic of, like, having to get out, and often the extraction points kind of bringing everyone together for really intense battles. Now, from a game you've no doubt seen before to perhaps one you won't have heard of, next we're going to look at Bahamut and the Whack Whack Tree, a 2D adventure game rooted in Arabian mythology. So yeah, fascinating already. Let's check the trailer.
Indie game. So 3 games. Oh, well, even better. Here's your Echo the Dolphin.
Oh, I love the rich visuals on that. I really wanted to dive in to get my meaning.
Dive in, very nice. Just to say, that one is coming soon to Steam, so another one to wishlist. Yeah, just keep an eye on it because it looks like a great game. Made by Starvania, so yeah, thank you Starvania for the donation, really helping, thanks so much.
And another one coming soon to Steam is Azuma Escape from Ash Games, and this sounds very intriguing. It's a comedic stealth game where you have to try and escape people's hospitality. So let's have a look.
Basically a mobile game. It's an indie game with animations. So I guess that's a thing. But it's still fucking bad.
God, I love that. Like, there's been some great comedy games over the decades, really. Like, you know, seeing Monkey Island's return not so long ago. Like, there's been so many great comedy games, but I always want more comedy games. And
You really don't. Because not everybody can do comedy. Because being irony goblins is not really good comedy, and most of them go the direction of being lazy, soulless piracy goblins in the first place. Which creates half the problems that are trying to solve solutions we're looking for here today to begin with.
Well, I'm really looking forward to actually having a go at that one. Having watched quite a lot of the Airbender series with our son, it looks really great.
yeah, and I love that. I mean, Avatar with its different tribes and regions.
So they are married. Gay, lame, gay, moving on.
Just has such, like, I don't know.
Of Raven. So this is a story.
Another farming game.
Idea, and in fact, you really feel the kind of theme of. So donate, it's set in the same unit.
I've driven a bunch of fellas down to this prison. Usually it's about now.
Let's take a look.
Rated M for mature.
game series, and of course it's today's fundraiser, getting us nearer to that $150,000 target. It's going to make such a difference. So yeah, we're going to look at the walking
Rated
fundraising effort. Really amazing stuff in kind of, yeah, and I just love the visually distinct style of that one too. And it's our last thank you to Skybound Games for donating to today's fundraising effort. Another amazing thing that's been happening in this really exciting green gaming space at the moment has been the Solar Punk Game Jam. The jam's being hosted by Trevor Noah's Day Zero Productions and the team over at Anima Interactive, and they're just doing some amazing stuff, making really interesting green games. So let's have a look at what's been going on at the jam.
You ride a sea trawler from place to place, and you gain equipment with load. Okay.
And there you go, we have it. The last of many brilliant, brilliant games making a difference to the future of our planet, and a positive difference, importantly.
Yeah, and I'm just really, really excited to go away, get to play some amazing games, and impact our planet in a great way.
Cap.
If you're into games, you've probably heard of Ian. Back in the 70s, he was the co-founder of Games Workshop. He was the co-creator.
And not doing that. Holy Jesus. What the fuck was that? I can't believe it. I can't believe they called that a direct. I can't believe they called that a direct. Fuck me. Certainly this can't also be dog shit. Oh, we're just gonna roll straight into the Frosty. In Australia, a welcome to country is a ceremony performed by a local First Nations person of significance, usually an elder, to acknowledge and give consent to the events taking place on their traditional lands. The following was uniquely filmed for Frosty Games Fest 2025. So, they decided to cut themselves I see no way how this goes well. I'm trying to be positive. I'm trying to imagine a way that this does not just go in the direction of being extremely on-the-nose racist. But, you know, how much worse can it get? On with it.
Not gonna be no.
No, I was trying to breathe in and calm myself because I don't want to blow my voice out.
Nagan, Anilola, Nagan Guli Darwal, La Perouse, Nagan Nurnang Nalamanang, Bijigo, Nagan Gamamaringai Darwalenga. Welcome, I'm Anilola, and I'm a Darwal elder from La Perouse, and I acknowledge that we are on the land of the Bijigo, and I introduce myself in our Darwal language. I'd like to pay my respects to elders past, present, and emerging, and extend that respect to anyone present. So our welcome to country is to ensure everyone feels welcome to the land and that they understand the traditional knowledge of the country that they're on. Our land is a Darwin land, and we believe that our ancestors are always with us, as we are spiritual people, and we believe our ancestors are always with us. So may their spirit be with you, keep you safe on your journeys wherever they may take you now and into the future. As saltwater people, the ocean is part of our life and our well-being. Butchering, Nanababi, thank you, have a great day.
On behalf of the entire Frosty team, I'd like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the beautiful lands upon which we live and work.
Why am I not surprised that it's literally the gayest of them all? Where they would do something as lame as a land back acknowledgement. Okay? Tell me more, blonde woman.
The Darawal and Wurundjeri Woiwurrung people, and pay respects to elders past, present, and emerging. We also extend that respect to any Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people tuning in.
Woo! And even worse, because we're in New Zealand, we need a content warning. The following presentation contains elements that may not be suitable for some audiences, including violence, blood, body horror, and gore. It also contains some swearing, because it was made in Australia and New Zealand, after all. Of particular note, there are the games that are provided at the timestamps of 1808, 1854 to 2657 to 2757 to 35:1 to 35:46. Viewer discretion is advised.
Kia ora everyone, I am thrilled to welcome you to Frosty Games Fest, a digital showcase of games made in Australia and Aotearoa, New Zealand. We are so excited to share our very first showcase with you today, containing announcements, reveals, and updates from more than 50 titles. And it wouldn't be possible without the incredible support of our mates at Spring Australia. As you watch the showcase today, you'll see two icons pop up, letting you know there's a demo you can play on Steam, and to indicate all the exciting Frosty Scoop premiere announcements and first looks we have for you today. Lastly, remember you can find a complete list of every game we featured today over on frostygamesfest.com after.
It's so sanitized. Even though it was probably the gayest way they could have done it in many cases, compared against the based way that both the Southeastern Asians and the Latins did it. You could have gotten somebody to do a small little pixel animation for the game, but no. Corporate badges, corporate logos, corporate names.
The show. Without further ado, let's get into it.
Hi, I'm Matt, and I'm Lily, and we're making a game called My Arms Are Longer Now. It's a 2D comedy game about a very long arm that does heists.
Further ado, let's get into it.
Hi, I'm Matt, and I'm Lily.
These are Redditors. This is a Redditor! This is a Redditor. It's the face of a Redditor. Look at his fucking beard and lips. Face of a Redditor. He likes to get up, dukes and twist. The face of a Redditor. He watches her get her back blown out. It's the face of a Redditor. It's the face of a cook. Welcome back, whore. So you go from hippy-dippy bullshit to New Zealanders and Australians having you give a land acknowledgement before a game showcase. With no spirit, no soul, and probably no games.
And we're making a game called My Arms Are Longer Now. It's a 2D comedy game about a very long arm that does heists, or more specifically, your very long arm that does heists. For a while now, we have been teasing arm customization so you can put your exact arm into the game. And here at Frosty, we're excited to show off the first batch. You can change your skin tone or how hairy your arm is. Maybe you've got freckles, or maybe you're injury prone, or maybe you just need a good bath. We don't know where you're sticking that thing. And let's not forget the wealth of accessories you can put on to make your arm feel like $1 million. Or like
Now. That's ableist. What if I'm disabled and I want to have an able realistic arm? So I should just be able to have a giant arm noob that instead of grabbing things to steal it, it absorbs them inside like it's a parasite.
You just got out of hospital. All the options are available to play from the start of the game, with even weirder ones you can unlock in later levels. My Arms Are Longer Now is estimated release sometime around 2026, so make sure to wishlist so that you're notified when the game does release. And leave some comments in the chat for any arm customization ideas that you have. Enjoy Frosty Games Fest and all the cool games that are getting shown off. Bye-bye!
Hi Frosty fans, my name is Walkman or Matt, and I'm obsessed with playing unique, fun indie games. And my goal is to try...
This is another face of a Redditor. He cut his hair fucking thin. Face of a Redditor. He's got that dumb toothy grin. Face of a Redditor. He's got them big white ass eyes with spectacles that had no disguise. It's a face of a Redditor.
Try and break every game I touch, so devs, watch out. You can find me on TikTok every night live streaming or making videos, as well as Twitch and YouTube, all under the name Walkman. Now strap in for the
Yeah, you look like you're streaming on fucking TikTok.
The major update coming to a beloved physics-based sandbox game, where you'll build and pilot the most ingenious and improbable vehicles to transport cargo around the surface of Mars.
Mars First Logistics is my game about building little rovers and delivering stuff. I started working on it in 2019. I never expected to still be working on it more than 5 years later, but I was lucky to get some funding. Thanks, Alislot. That funding allowed me to hire some very talented help. I expected to still be working on it more than 5 years later, but I was lucky to get some funding. Thanks, Alislot.
This was funded by Among Us. This just justifies my hatred for all streamer rage-bait games. You motherfuckers! You motherfuckers in COVID, or I am suffering now! I can't believe it! Ah!
That funding allowed me to hire some very talented help to turn it into something bigger and better than I could have made on my own. It's been cooking in early access for 2 years, and I'm happy to announce that it will be coming out of the oven on the 26th of September, 2025. There will be 2 more big updates. Update 5 comes out today, with a whole bunch of new parts and quality of life improvements, as well as raw material mining. And then the final early access update in September will explore somewhere new. Thanks for playing our silly little game and coming on this journey with us.
Enjoy this new look at the island of Obala. Meet its residents, see their homes, and open their mail. You won't have to wait too long for the postie to deliver this one, though. There's a new demo available to download right now on Steam.
Close the game. I mean, it's a game.
Killer Gamers! My name is Lisa. Cool, still Queenwood. I am a content director working on.
What is this? What is this? What is this? This is the face of a Redditor. Somebody told her she was making fun. And she never stopped being a Porky Chungus ever since she won an award at the last game jam that she played in. This is how she dresses, like she's a member of Dwayne Johnson's kin. This is the face of a Redditor. This is the face of a Redditor.
Killer Gamers! My name is Lisa. Cool, still Queenwood. I am a content director working on Total Spectacle. I'm just one of the team members. Who's giving us? Let me tell you something. If you like birds, if you like flying, if you like the ocean, which you should, then you're in for a treat. Please enjoy. Thank you, guys. Flying. If you like the ocean, which you should, then you're in for a treat. Please enjoy. Thank you, guys.
Get those snowflakes off my screen.
Birds. If you like flying, if you like the ocean, which you should, then you're in for a treat. Please enjoy. Thank you, guys.
This is the face of a Redditor. She thinks her jokes are fucking cool. They are fucking 30 years old, don't be a fool. This is the face of a Redditor. They thought this shit was fucking funny. All I wanna know is, how can I stop you from having money? This is the face of a Redditor. Oh no, it actually is Echo the Dolphin. It's Echo the Dolphin, but it's every single animal. There's a world where if you sold this game better, it would have looked interesting as a wildlife sim. But oh my god, you did this game dirty. With your lazy ass fucking no energy ass having presentation shit. Holy fuck. Mascot game. Junkland! It's a mascot game. I mean, it will probably be fun.
Friends, I'm Kate. I'm a Twitch streamer, variety game player. If you like puzzles, weird tangents, and rants and coffee.
This is the face of a Redditor. She tells her friends she's super cool. She wears the best of her jewelry because she is not a fool. She likes RPGs and she likes Critical Role. She's got a bandana in her hair, but she's got no love in her soul. This is the face of a Redditor. It's the face of a Redditor. Because she ain't even got an abundance of Catherines. Because her name's probably Catherine, but she calls herself Kate. 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 Is Carl losing his mind? No. Carl's reacting harder. He's reacting harder. For all of us. For you. For you, young chatter. Because his mind wants to commit seppuku.
You're probably going to like my stream. You can find me on Twitch at twitch.tv/Kate, which is Kate with 5 A's. I'm excited to introduce the next game, which is a world premiere for Frosty Games Fest. Follow the story of a skeleton who's been separated from his coffin and is missing his memory. Will you help him unlock clues about his past and find his way home? You can find me on Twitch at twitch.tv/Kate, which is Kate with 5 A's. I'm excited to introduce the next game, which is a world premiere for Frosty Games Fest. Follow the story.
Kate. Kate with 5 A's. Hi, I'm Kate, and I'm a variety streamer from Australia. She streams for 5 hours.
Cut the ways in order.
Yep. 5 hours, technically 5 hours and 30 minutes. 5 hours, 5 hours. Let's look at some of her clips, chat. Certainly, this is an innovative streamer that has earned the right to be a presentator on this event.
Things I can't actually grip. Okay, that just feels horrendous. What have you done? That is so hard to hold a phone like this. Do you know how hard this is to hold a phone? This feels absolutely fucking ridiculous.
Let's look at another one. Don't you understand, chat? There's something that we need to understand. She needs to teach me. Let's learn.
Okay, dash, dot, dot. Yep. Dot, dot, dot. Dot, dash. Dot, dot. Stop it. I lost it. Right. Oh, Jesus. Oof. Dot, dot, dot. There's so much going on. Okay.
Dot dash, then dash, dash, dot, dash, dot, dash, then dot, dot.
No! They're saying dots and dashes, Cat. You can't do this. Okay. Okay, yeah. No, it's fine. It's all... Right, you ready? Yeah. Dot. Dot, dash. Dot, dash.
It's so good, guys. You should watch her channel. I'm okay. I got it out of my system. 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 How many followers does she have? 20 point something. 20 point something. $20.8. These are the people that you chose. This is what they. In the tone of Carol of the Bells. Carl, please, blink 3 times if you need help. If I know how to blink booze in fucking sign language with my eyes, I would. Brother, there's not enough alcohol!
Story of a skeleton who's been separated from his coffin and is missing his memory. Will you help him unlock clues about his past and find his way home?
The art is cute. However, that does not undo that your presenters are so fucking boring.
Next up, we have an exciting announcement. This next title is a Match 3 romance dating sim, where you date monsters, die, be reborn.
No! Not another one! My soul almost died from the last one! Stop making fucking dating sims in Match 3. You're not Honey Pop. You will never be bejeweled with tits. None of you at the Game Awards are ever going to touch the Master Chief that is Honey Pot Dev.
Born, fight, and maybe even just find true love along the way, with a 1.0 release going live today alongside Frosty Games Fest.
Arise, my champion, and safeguard Torkadal from the forces of light.
My muscles can always use a good workout.
And that's why you're never gonna beat Honeypot Dev, and that's the reason why. You guys come up with the lamest concepts and the stupidest ideas. And bad voice acting.
That sizzle of magic is tantalizing, isn't it?
I could heal you. Or
BBW Dragon. BBW Dragon. BBW Dragon, chat. BBW Dragon. I'm so infuriated, I can't even make dad jokes.
Isn't it?
I could heal you. Or I could make you weak in the knees.
Listen here, listen here, listen here, listen here.
I could heal you.
Look. Love is love, okay? Different body types and all that shit. Bro, that shit was cringe as fuck. Cringe as fuck. But hey, there's some woman out there, or maybe a man, who's turned on by this.
Or I could make you weak in the knees.
You know what time it is. Fire and spit, arm yourself. I can tear you apart.
Let's see here. What type of characters can you find in this game? You can expect a horny lich or a bony lich. You can expect a hembo minotaur, a milf dragon, a, what do I even call you? Fucking alchemist? A Muslim hembo alchemist.
I could make you weak in the knees.
You know what time it
What was that, a fish person? I can't tell, it's got all that shit on her face. But shh.
I could make you weak in the knees.
You know what?
I'm gonna call that a fish person. It's a strong fish woman with an off-sling overcoat. I'm not gonna say that it's a sylph, but it's some type of mer person. With a woman, I received a gift from my moderator. Give me a second, or I'm losing my mind and running out of fucking Kool-Aid. I'm pretending it's whiskey. Fucking Timu ass alphas. Boodoo boodoo. Thank you for the 7, Bolster. What else do we have here? The fucking Frosty Scoop's in the way, but that's obviously a Dullahan. Those of you who have watched Durarara know what that is.
Arm yourself. I will tear you apart.
We've got a... Well, that's not a sylph. It's not quite a harpy, but technically a sylph refers to any flying creature of aviary importance. And what else do you got here? You've got...
Fire and spit. Arm yourself. I will tear you apart.
You got what looked like a hyena, a fun girl. Obviously, that's a woman. Unless that's a femboy, in which case, you got a lot more jokes you can talk about fun guy. And then your grandpa.
Stay a while.
Matchmaker Dungeon Heart.
And listen.
No, I will not stay a while and listen. How dare you steal Decker Kane's words? And oh no! Alana Zarazard is here! Tell me, Alana Pierce! Tell me how much you care about this Game Award shit! Certainly will tell us about how finally you learned that your new friends will actually steal money from charity. So, to wash the stink off of you, you probably did this shit so that you didn't hurt as much at night. Let's look at what horror sent me, guys. I have to read this. You think you slick, huh? She sent me this, chat. And it reads as follows. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Bitch. And she said it lovingly. I've listened to Horror's voice enough that I know she said this lovingly. Truly, we can now experience real voice acting. Thank you, Horror. She's evil. She's trying to kill me, Chad. Anyways, tell me, Alana! Tell me what games I should be playing!
Hello everyone, my name is Alana Pierce, and I am so excited to be here today to show you all Nullstar Souls.
How nice of you to be able to call yourself a writer now, instead of calling yourself a games journalist. Now you owe me Leadhead and that. Leadhead's going to happen on Saturday, probably, if it doesn't happen on Sunday. Is there a table character for the true Go Geass experience? There probably is.
I did a little bit of writing on this game, and it was such a pleasure to be able to work with the team at Smash Tech.
Oh, did you do a little bit of writing on this game? Huh? Did you finally do a little bit of writing in your career? Huh? 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 Huh?
I was on this very fast-paced, precision.
People who know anything about the recent drama involving her that doesn't have to do with the fucking fighter event, you know what the hell that's about. If you don't, trust me, not the big of a deal. Don't worry about it.
Based action platformer. It is a whole lot of fun. You play as a corporate scavenger drone who is sent to rip through the dying corpse of a decaying world, though it is much prettier than that might sound. But I will let you see it for yourselves. Here is Nullstar Souls.
At least she was the most energetic person that presented this like she has a personality, even though she doesn't actually broadcast shit of fucking note. Who hurt these people? Well, I can answer that question for you, Kitty. Gamers! Like me. So it's a speedrunner game.
You'll be hooked on this cozy idle fishing game packed with stunning pixel vistas, furry companions, and legendary catches.
I bet I won't.
Look at one of 14 serene fishing spots set to appear in Castle Chill.
I bet I won't. Yet another fishing game. But at least this one looks like a real fishing game. You were eating straight eggs, no bacon. The fuck are you doing? Are we almost done? Well, this is 1408 out of 50 on the Frosty Fest. We're not quite there. Let me double check to see that this shit is on double time. It is in fact on double time. Thank you, Tusky. I appreciate it. I will in fact use your retail bucks to get something nice next month. Remember, any money that I receive here through YouTube, I receive at the next pay period next month. Oh, lovely. A city planning game. Canvas Street. A game presentation done to the sound of a fucking microwave. You know, if I wanted to do architecture like this, I would go back to school. Okay? I'd go back to school. I would actively go back to my academy. And I'd go back to my architecture district. Or I would just download AutoCAD Revit and build dream houses on my PC in my spare time. But I don't do that because I don't work in architecture anymore. I don't know if it's for an architecture class. It could probably be used for an architecture class if you wanted to teach somebody proper home building and spacing for a lavish building. But who the fuck would design this as a video game? There's like 10 of these already that have been presented in the event as a whole. Not even accounting for the other one the other day that was called Urban Jungle.
Hi, I'm Laura. I'm the creative director of Canvas Street. We're still very early in development.
This is the face of a Redditor. This is a fucking loser. She's a wallflower who's never had someone give her help. This is the face of a Redditor. Look at her face and her beret. Up in her hair. She hopes someone will finally choose there. This is the face of a Redditor. This is the face of a Redditor.
So the gameplay and visuals you just saw are going to change between now and release, and we also use this to fuel fix and post. See ya!
We are thrilled to present this gameplay trailer premiere to formally announce this next game. A short 30-minute experience that explores the contrast between the drudgery and noise of office life and the surprising happiness.
A 30-minute game? A 30-minute game. If this shit is not the best 30 minutes of my life, why would I give you money for it?
And peace gained through remote working during lockdown.
Oh god. No, it is yet again another cozy game.
Gained through remote working during lockdown.
Look at that. I need to learn how to say this name. My brain wants to say Siobhan, and I don't know if that's right, but this was obviously made by a quirky woman. This is a cartoon face of a Redditor.
Hello, you frosty freaks. My name is Rudy Innes, and I'm one of the co-hosts of Back Pocket.
She's so aggressive.
Hello, you frosty freaks. My
I am not a frosty freak. I am a freaky Negro.
name is Rudy Innes, and I'm one of the co-hosts of Back Pocket, an Australian video game variety show on Twitch. We're stoked to be...
Excuse me? Back Pocket. 13.2K. Community-focused video game variety channel. 2 to 3 hour broadcasts. Let's look at some clips. Certainly they earned the right to be here, and they're not just filling space with literal who's.
Welcome back. Which one of them is your favorite?
Ruby.
Oh my god. Come on, DJ.
Jesus Christ.
It's Lefty Attack of the Show. It's Lefty Attack of the Show. It is leftist Redditor G4's Attack of the Show. Got Eclipse! Eclipse! Trump clap. No, I don't want the top in the last 7 days. I want the top of all time. Okay, chat. We're filtering by clips from top of all time. Some of these are sparsed out from somewhere as far back as 5 years to last year. So let's just randomly click around here.
Can we have a technical difficulty screen or something? We can.
That's what it says. No, I come in here completely raw.
Yeah.
That's
Can we
that's
have a technical difficulty screen or something? We can.
That's what it says. No, I come in here completely raw.
Yeah.
I come in here completely raw. Okay. Let's try another one. Let's do one from 5 years ago.
Let me tell you about what I do.
When apparently the show was called The Backup. And it featured Nick and Gus.
Because I went to the country and I enjoyed myself some children. We ate some children in the country.
Wordplay. Funny. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. How about this 10-second clip from 2 years ago?
Yeah, she has battery 90%.
Go blow your battery.
Wow, Gus.
Kill me. Kill me.
To be involved in announcing one of the games as part of the showcase because we freaking love Aussie-made games, especially when they're incredibly strange or made out of spite for big corpo dogs. Woof. Now, at this point in the show, I've been asked to stress that the games you're seeing today are in no way affiliated with, endorsed by, or representative of actual Australian public figures or brands. Anyway, completely unrelated, here's a world premiere reveal of a game about a sentient shopping trolley looking to overthrow an out-of-control supermarket duopoly. Think Schmalls or Schmalworths, which are two supermarkets I just made up.
They are fake anti-corpo slaves. Trying to make humor on a corpo-enforced game show that features the games made by the corpos they pretend that they're against on a safe platform on Corpo Chich. This is how the other half lives. This is no longer a stream about the dissertation. Well, for now. This is no longer a stream about the dissertation of game quality at a game show award show. This is instead a open letter on the kind of fuck-ass bullshit that you are being told is better than my programming. Don't you watch it. And so, they sell us the idea of what can only be understood as the Aldi's parking lot, the video game. What the hell is this? Obviously, it's a game based in Sydney, because that was the Sydney Opera House. Anti-Citizen Red. Is this the anti-corpo postal?
Hey Dad, what's the meat in this kebab made with?
It's made with love. It's made with love.
Kia ora, folks.
Yeah, a game about violence. But we also love culturally enriching shawarma. And kebabs. And tortas. You can't tell that I'm violently angry inside right now. Fatherhood has mellowed me out somewhat. But it didn't really mellow me out. It just made me able to focus my anger. A little bit got out earlier when I was pounding my face into the bed. Oh, that's his wrist.
I am No Hands NZ, and as the label on the tin says, I'm from New Zealand and I play video games with no hands, which is why accessibility is incredibly important to me, and I'm super proud to introduce this next trailer from a team who have been incredibly transparent about their approach to accessibility throughout the development of their pacifist, bullet hell game. So get ready to use your wits, your wiles, and grappling thread in a brand new demo live on Steam now. Games with no hands.
You know, we usually made fun of people for the idea of trying to think up the diversity class so they can then try to justify selling games for them. But it takes a certain level of balls to be willing to be the guy that's going to get up there with your 4-appendaged arm and be the guy who's going to stand in the line of fire. You have my respect, sir. So this message isn't directed towards you, No Hands NZ, but directed towards the company that's using you. How dare you nasty-ass motherfuckers put this cripple-ass man in front of us and expect us to say, oh, man, we ain't finna go into them one for nothing. You pygmy bitches. I'm on to you. I know what you're about. How dare you try to use this man as a shield.
Which is why accessibility is incredibly important to me, and I'm super proud to introduce this next trailer from a team who have been incredibly transparent about their approach to accessibility throughout the development of their pacifist, bullet hell game. So get ready to use your wits, your wiles, and grappling thread in a brand new demo live on Steam now.
When we talk about having cripples, and we talk about the disabled, and we talk about the non-abled body being able to play video games, they say, oh, I don't have time to practice, I don't have time to learn, I'm disabled by my child being in the room. Young motherfuckers try to put on game shows, they'll actively put him in the chair and put him in front of the camera like his name is Ricky Berwick. At least the music is good. I want to listen back to that beat again. And just in case anybody knew, if you looked at those logos at the bottom of the screen, this is funded by the Queensland's government and the Australian government, as well as Screen Australia and Screen Queensland. So, somehow, this one time, they actually crowdfunded a game from the government that is better than Dustborn. One time. It's one time. They did it once. One time. And now, for a video game that features more dice rolls, Finally Diced! Fuck me if any of us understand what the fuck it does. Actually, no, I do understand. So, if you are familiar with Dicey Dungeons, this game is like Dicey Dungeons, except your dice and their rolls collaborate to an ingredient on a dish that you can cook and prepare. And then you put the item in as a number that then demonstrates the effect that the value has in terms of your damage, and score. It looks extremely autistic, and it's because it is. The way that they decided to do it. And Dicey Dungeon, it's as simple as a 1 to 6 roll. And certain things that you do in order for those rolls to be valid. Like, you have a sword attack. And the unupgraded sword attack can take up to 1 to 4. Then if you upgrade it, it can then do 1 to 6, and it does an additional plus as base damage next to it. Some attacks do raw damage. Some attacks can repeat. Some attacks have status effects that can only roll specifically based on the dice roll that you input inside of them. Some have a returning effect as a boomerang if you put in a certain number. The way that they chose to do it for this game is extremely autistic. But I guess that's a video game. And of course, it's another roguelike. I'm noticing that most of the goddamn rewards this year are hella packed with roguelikes and cozy games. Usually, I'm not one to complain about roguelikes, but unfortunately, most of these roguelikes are absolute fucking trash dog water dog shit. Ew, we got an itch.io game.
Hey there, Sharky here, also known as Lonely Shark, and I'm defining cozy horror every week thanks to the abundance of indie
Horror! They found your nega redditor. That's nega. Nega. N-E-G-A. As in shadow. I'm onto you, Twitch. I saw what you did to Tectone. Sharky. Sharky. 14.5. Oh, you didn't hear it? Let me play it for you again.
Hey there, Sharky here, also known as Lonely Shark, and I'm defining cozy horror every week thanks to the abundance of indie horror games. Step into my...
He's an indie horror game player. Welcome to my OnlyFans. I'm Lonely Shark on YouTube, but you can call me Sharky. You can find some of the scariest and jankiest games here. For my business information, contact me at lonelysharkmelbourne.gmail.com. Streams for 5 hours. He hugs an alien plush. Honestly, as a banner, that goes really hard. He even uses my aesthetic that I have with VXS shit that I started out when I started rebranding my channel. Let's see here. This is a person who actually uses a channel prompt, so let's look at it.
How do I stop? How do I stop? How do I stop?
This is the face of a Redditor. He's a Redditor from Australia. He thinks he's really funny, but he looks like the brother of a YouTube essayist like Noah Samson. He looks like a fucking git, and I hate his handlebar mustache. This is the face of a quickie chungus Redditor. Golly gee willikers.
In my office. Yes, the janky horror machine is my office. Now, this next game is an atmospheric paranormal mystery that challenges you to question everything you see. Even in the dusty pages of a family album, twist the past through images, uncover a cursed mystery, and try not to get goosebumps by this brand new trailer.
Many of the games we're showcasing today are featured on Steam as part of our Frosty Games event. One of the best ways to show your support is to head over and give your favourite games a wishlist. Next up, a very quick look at a handful of titles that have been recently released.
Dredge, a mobile game.
Because you are one of us, a refugee of the sea.
Subverge, out on Steam.
Pitting us against each other, and we should return you to the surface.
Into the Dead, Our Darkest Days, which is a side-scroller form of Left 4 Dead. A rage bait climbing sim in the form of Unaccessible. Power Sync. Mascot Platformer. It isn't a mobile game? I could have swore that said that it was going out on mobile. Yes, out now on mobile. It might not be a mobile game, but they use that time segment to tell you that it is now out on iOS. See? I'm not a liar, I'm a truther. Honestly, splitting the hairs. Not what I'm concerned with. I'm more concerned with the slides showing its video games. That's a rage bait video game. That's not made for us. That's made for streamers like Pay Money Wubby to make videos on. Run-of-the-mill mascot platformer game. I believe we've been told about Tim Popo before. It technically also is a mascot platformer. Which Way Up is basically Mario Galaxy as a party game, I think.
Hi, Frosty Games Best. My name is Littles, and I love creating a variety of content across the internet, from rather cursed.
Littles. She did the hand thing.
Hi, Frosty Games Best. My name is Littles, and I love creating a variety.
Littles. $21.3K. However, when you see this banner chat,
Hi, I'm Littles.
when you see this, does that not look like the banner to an OnlyFans page? Am I crazy? Am I out of the loop? And then, here's her banner page. Meet Littles. Hi, nice to meet you. I'm a full-time variety Twitch and YouTube partner. I also enjoy photography and making deeply serious ... She does daily uploads on her Littles gaming channel. 2.02 subs. Chat, this is some cooked ass shit. We need to look at these numbers real quick, okay?
Yeah, I wish.
Her views are worse than mine. From video to video, concept to concept, her views are worse than mine. And her shorts are not funny. I can tell you by looking at them, they're not funny. It's just normal streamer Twitch SEO domination for a export channel for VODs. Well, let's look at them clips. No, she doesn't have any from the last 7 days. That's not a good sign. A clip from 8 years ago. That fart, though.
You can say it stronger, but it costs lots of money. There's like glamping. Oh, you know, like glamorous camping. Oh, well, glamorous wasn't real. We're getting all knackers stuff on the way back, we have to. Road trips always need a knackers stuff.
Women. 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 Oh. The cursor disappeared. This is not going to get hard to navigate. Why is my mouse gone? Let's click on another one if I can manage to click on something. Let's look at this clip from last year.
Taxidermy.
That's back.
Unicorn. Giraffe unicorn. Bump calculations on taxidermy unicorn. I've got to know.
Stuffed unicorn. Used it once or twice. Certain situations. The things young folk get up to these days. Topic.
She laughed at a penis aphrodisiac joke. Women, 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 women. Let's look at another one. Let's go even shorter. Let's use what was on the about of her homepage, shall we? Let's just let it play out for itself. If we can find that video. Where is it? Right here. Here she is, chat, in all her glory. Get to understand her.
I'm Littles.
Ready.
I cook on stream sometime. I've got tiny hands. You might wonder, why Littles? Well, little means little, because I've got little hands. But that doesn't stop me. Wow! Pretty good. I think that deserves a round of applause. I'd applaud. Oh, wait. I'm just gonna pretend you're all applauding, because, like, I don't have my stream deck right now. Can you hear that? Me applauding myself. I don't have my sound bites, because I'm in the kitchen. Welcome in! Do you like cooking? Me too. Feel free to click on the stream or something. I don't know. I'm not your mum. Grab a chair.
Women. 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 Women, 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 women. I'm not doing the face of the Reddit bit for that. That is just straight up fucking garbage. That's that shit that they post on LSF, chat. Raw. It's fucking raw!
Variety of content across the internet, from rather cursed TikToks to gaming related on both YouTube and Twitch. Next up is the world premiere of a strategy simulation game set in a dark dystopian world. Step into the shoes of a single mother and profiteer of an apothecary and try to make ends meet in this once esteemed profession. Here's the first look and a special early access announcement.
Well, you see, Galaxy, most of the games that they're presenting to us and that they had presented to us were absolute ass of dog shit. So I started going through the background of these presenters, and basically, they're trying to make these people fetch. They're trying to make these people fetch. This is what they consider to be good content creators on Twitch. And they are not.
1,000 years of alchemy run in your veins, apothecary. Hallowed geometry in the book's knowledge used to be enough. But this full future demands you. Adapt. It used to be a great honor to be an apothecary. Will you make it as the last apothecary of City X?
Boring.
He makes decisions best he can. Sometimes he needs a helping hand. Or 2 or 3. This is our plan to build him strong, extend lifespan. He is our host. We live inside a virus-spreading, helping guide. Placing shapes to spread infection. Strategize with your direction. Collect cells to grow mutations. Test our vessels' limitations. When our host is under threat, a virus does what it does best. Survival is our prime objective. Send the brain a new directive. Each turn deals a board of actions. Place your block ships, cause reactions. Underneath, we're still the same. We feel the pain of others' shame. And sometimes we must learn to be the monster that's inside of me.
Honestly, based game. Winnie the Pooh's cerebral infected inside story. A fungi farming game that you use both for creating and also for exploring. Isopod, a web spin-off. A pill bug doing 3D platforming and adventure. And even boss battles. Okay. I mean, it doesn't look bad. Soggy beans. Also random with funny, cute faces. A cozy game for the girls.
You're watching Frosty Games Fest. My name is Triana. I'm a broadcaster, host, interviewer, and I talk about games.
Don't think it, don't say it, 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 don't think it, don't say it. We're all thinking it, but don't say it, chat. Triana OCE. Chat, I said don't say it! Although, I guess we'll accept Skinny Christian, okay? Darn you, Alex. I said don't think it, don't say it. Triana OCE. Oh my. Okay, game. Okay, chat, let's play a game. I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 100,000. How many followers do you think this person being presented in front of us actually has? You're throwing out your guesses? You're throwing out your guesses? 493. $493. That's how many they have. For reference. Thanks, Pascal. I have 616. So like I said, don't think it, don't say it. We all know why they're in front of us right now, okay? We all know. We all know. We all know why they're here. Gamer, radio presenter, and sometimes esport host. Triana loves games that are fast, bold, colorful, and fun. Triana broadcasts from Wurundjeri land. Wurundjeri land? Man, Australian and New Zealand homeland names are weird, dude. Since 2018, Triana has been streaming fast, bold, and colorful games to a community that celebrates diversity, kindness, and humor. You can expect games that are fast, bold, and colorful. Think Forza Horizon, Pokemon Unite, Fortnite, Rocket League, Overwatch, Smash Bros. Ultimate, Splatoon 2, Mario Odyssey, and more. If you're like, do I know you? Did you stream under a different name once upon a time? I went by Princess, but Prince X, E-S-S-T-I, Prince X T, or Princess Ty. up until March of 2021. And the posts say that they're posting from Blue Sky Social. From their Twitter, of course. Rules. Be kind. Be funny. Be cool. This community is fun, friendly, and welcoming. We celebrate diversity and inclusion. Discriminatory language, hate speech, threats, and harassment are not tolerated. Please don't post links and only speak English unless we're specifically discussing other languages. Black Lives Matter. Trans rights are human rights. Gaming is for everyone. This is never up for debate. Can I join in? There may be certain moments during a stream where there are opportunities to join me in-game, such as during the trial on Forza Horizon 4, visiting my island on Animal Crossing, or taking on raids in Pokemon. And when they come along, you'll know about it. Play by the spirit of the rules and we'll be fine. Always was, always will be. The Wurundjeri people of the Kulin nations are the traditional owners of the land from which this stream is broadcast. All respects to their elders, past, present, and emerging. Sovereignty was never ceded. I support the Uluru Statement of the Heart. It's time for a treaty. Gender. I am a non-binary trans girl. My pronouns are they, them, or she, her. I am bisexual. I don't want to date you. We know why they're here. Don't think it. Don't say it. If anyone's going to say it, I'm going to say it. If I'm going to get banned for something, the words need to come from my lips. My big, juicy, niggardly lips. More signs that Twitch is a joke. Okay, Buster. Goodbye. We'll see you on the VOD. I will enjoy the liquor at your expense if I can get out of the house to go buy it. Because after I finish doing this, I got another thing behind this that I gotta do. And then I have to cook dinner at some point. Well, no, technically. My dinner's done and made. It's sitting on my bed. I had to go cook dinner for my mother. There's never a dull moment in my day of content. Anyways.
Gaming and esports culture on the internet. You can find me on Instagram at TrianaOC. Now, I'm here in Melbourne, Australia's sporting capital, to bring you this next game for fans of love, betrayal, and community sports. This is a new look at a turn-based sports RPG set at an underdog rugby club in Aotearoa, New Zealand.
Oh yeah, a game just for her. Rugby. Jesus Christ. Those designs look hella fucking corporate, but that at least looks interesting. Better than the dog playing rugby. Burger Boys. I mean, you at least have a design here. Unlike the other games. I have questions about why you made that black character look the way you did. But you know, this at least has personality. It at least has personality. I can imagine Fry's voice is like, chill, bro, chill. And then you got a nice raspy voice for the one like, hi, welcome to Burger Boys, what can I get you? Their names are Fry, Madison, and Carl's Jr. No relation. It is a game that is made for personality. It is another cooking game, but is at least a game that actually has a personality and an art design.
Hello, I'm Gemma Driscoll, professional yapper and host of Good Game Spawn Point. I'm also a professional pixel kiss.
She called herself a professional yapper, boys. Yes, I've voice acted before, but not in any of these goddamn games. Gemma Driscoll, G of D, and that's G with 3 E's. This one's gonna probably hurt my soul. $1.2K followers. My soul. I will flirt with all of your morally great characters, and that is a promise. Come hang out. She's got small anime versions of herself. That's not a crime. But let's see them clips. None in the last 7 days. She was playing E33.
Hey, what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Because I thought we were done. I thought we were nearly done. And then you had 3 more in the booth. Okay. Finally! Oh my god. Oh my god!
This is the face of a Redditor. This is Chungus incarnate. They want to make you think that she's cool, but she fucking isn't. This is the face of a Redditor. When did I VA? I still do it often. But the last thing that my voice was in, Private Porn Project, Private Porn Project, Private Porn Project, a couple of bits here and there for some voice acting for throwaway bits for somebody's YouTube series, and for a radio short. The other 3 roles were like that as well. Porn, 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 porn. And every now and again when somebody asks me to give them a voiceover for their videos. Like, if I get asked by Aiden or Jay. Don't be surprised you asked me. So, yet another Twitch user being elevated to a status they definitely do not deserve. Because they wanted people from the region.
There's a GFD at GFD across the internet. I'm everywhere and nowhere, but I'm super proud to be here right now. Coming up next, it's a story-rich, character-driven RPG starring 2 space cuties, a combination of turn-based and bullet hell combat, mold enemies, eldritch horrors, and food puns. Yes, it's a game with all that and more, and a new demo is dropping right now alongside Frosty Games Fest. Take a look.
Bunny Girls. Alien Bunny Girls.
Okay, Jody, I'm leaving for a little while. Be a good boy.
Doggy don't care. Oh look, Untitled Moose Game, or Untitled Goose Game, has gotten a copy in dog form. Microvania. Well, at least outright tells you that it's a copy of Metroid. I mean, the game itself being an Untitled Goose Game clone is fine. I don't care about none of that. The game is acceptable. The presenter is not. Bullet hell. Cutesy face bullet hell. Because they probably had to find a way to make Binding of Isaac more appealing.
Across the games first, my name is Trash. I'm a variety streamer.
What did that say? End of Ember. Hell isn't her prison, it's her playground. Okay.
Across the games first, my name is Trash. I'm a variety.
Trash! All capital A buzzers. No, it's not Cult of the Lamb. Binding of Isaac, specifically. Danmaku Bullet Hell. With extra steps of difficulty. Trash! Trash takes, trash. Okay. 13.8k. Trashes placed on Twitch. Let's go lesbians. Vietnamese Australian.
Oh, there's a fedora. We have a fedora. Oh wait, no, there's not a fedora. It's cake.
Step around. Z, Z, Z. Yeah? Guess what? I'm straight now. Try.
This is a face of a Ching Chong Reda. You know, sometimes it's really hard to come up with jokes. And the jokes, they don't spring eternally here. But not for the reasons you think. It's because, you know how rare it is to find a perfect piece of specimen in the wild? I could just get myself banned right now. Just let all of these jokes just flow off the top of my head. But okay. Lesbian user. Their name is Janae. They call themselves Trash, Tiny, and Tony. They're from Sydney, Australia. They're a Cancer. They're a non-binary lesbian. If you are a lesbian, that means you are a woman that loves women. If you're non-binary, this will imply that at some point in time, you will identify as male. If you present female by choosing to dress feminine, then, unfortunately, that makes you a lesbian. You don't need to put other things in front of it. And they marked the timestamps upon when they became an affiliate, a partner, and an ambassador. They are a part of the stream team of Let's Go Lesbians, Transtopia, Neat Dude, the Rainbow Arcade, and the Gremlin Grove. And she even has a link for you to try and tip her moderators on her page. And of course, Throne, Elgato Partner, etc. Vlogs for when they go traveling, etc. Whenever they tell you about the modern audience, this is the representation of the modern audience that they want to attract with broadcasters. This is the modern audience of video games right here. Remember, it's not that the modern audience doesn't exist. It's that they exist on Twitch.
I'm a streamer for Sydney, Australia, and I love to play all games under the sun, especially horror, simulation, and FPS games. Any game that'll keep my heart running, I am always down for it. You can find my gameplay on twitch.tv/trash. I'm mainly live on Twitch, but you can also find me on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram with the same username at TinyandTrash, and I hope to see you there. The next game finds you in VR exploring eerie liminal spaces and unraveling a haunting mystery where your camera sees what the eyes cannot. If you're brave enough, there is a demo releasing right now on Steam alongside the Frosty Games Fest.
This is a game for horror. You're a holy and virtuous heretic. This is a game for me, but it can also be a game for horror.
As smoke is driven away.
Another card builder, Blaze.
As wax melts before the fire, so shall the wicked perish.
Fans of fast-paced arcade puzzles and sci-fi storylines, listen up. In our next game, you'll be rebuilding a run-down spaceship junkyard. You'll want to block out time in October for the early access release.
This part's at least almost over.
And to top it off, there's a new Steam demo going live today.
Not helped by my pausing. Anime Girl Ignite. Ah. Here's another Tetris-like, but this one features at least likable anime girl in the back corner.
This is just a warm-up. Bring it on! Jammer playing in. Ready for the countdown.
Come on, buddy. Time to get to work.
Jupiter Jumpers! Check us out on Steam and wishlist today.
No, it's modified Tetris. And here we have yet another copy of Bejeweled. Schrodinger's cat burglar. So Portal. It's Portal. It's Portal. No, it's Portal. It's not straight. It's Portal.
I'm a game developer by day, a Twitch ambassador by night, and I design, build, and use really weird, custom, one-of-a-kind controllers.
This is the likable face Redditor. I don't gotta go look up his shit. I already know who this is. This is the one that they bring out whenever they need to have a guy that looks masculine.
Oh, it's great fun. And I've got a game here for you. It's from the studio that brought you Moving Out. This game has all of its controls down to a single button. Experience pure video game zen while you flow through hundreds of handmade levels. Now, this game's coming to Steam really soon, but for now, there is a demo that has just dropped and is ready for you to play. But here's the trailer in the meantime. Check it out.
This can't possibly be a remake. No, it's not. This is a Chibi Robo lookalike. Does anybody know about Chibi Robo? Very, very old title. Right up there with Electroplankton. Or Vib Rabbit. It's kind of like a Pikmin-like. But instead of being a Pikmin-like, it is you controlling a creature walking around the world with the aesthetic of Katamari Damacy and Grounded. It's cute. Inkeep. Ah, another autism simulator in the form of a cooking game.
Make sure you check out the variety of other excellent Summer Game Fest showcases happening this weekend. Who knows where you'll discover your next favorite game. Head to summergamefest.com for all the links. Now, here comes a quick selection of upcoming titles with recently released demos that we think you'll love.
Uh-huh. Shape Center Deluxe. Snow Cone Demo. Rocking and Rolling. Cyber Paradise. Vaporware games. That one at least looks cool. Enter the Chronosphere is one that I am heavily waiting on. Between it and Worship and also Gunboat God, I am waiting on these games to drop. Cool Steep. It's basically a fucking virtual novel. This one is also technically a virtual novel. How Was Your Day? Also a visual novel. Total Chaos. Probably a boom shooter of some design.
We're at the tail end of the show now, but there's still a surprise or two up our sleeve, so don't go anywhere just yet. Special thanks to Mina Shamali for creating the wonderful soundtrack you've heard throughout the showcase today. The show would not have sounded anywhere near as cool without your work. You can find Mina's Frosty soundtrack up on YouTube and Bandcamp. With Frosty Games Fest, our mission is to celebrate everything that makes the ANZ games industry so magical. We want to give a voice to the developers who are working at the edge of the world in a weird time zone and the opposite season to most of the world, and connect players across the globe with the fantastic games that they're making. We will never charge developers to be part of this event, nor would we ever charge you to watch it. And that's why we're so enormously thankful to Screen Australia for believing in and funding Frosty Games Fest this year. Thanks again, mates. Lastly, a big thank you to Jeff Keighley and Summer Game Fest for featuring us as part of their official lineup, helping put more ANZ-made games in the global spotlight. And thanks to you for tuning in today. If you love the showcase, then please sign up for the mailing list at frostygamesfest.com, where you can also find that handy list of every single game that we featured today. A follow or a wish list means so much to your favourite developers, so please make time to check them out. But before you go, we've got just one last thing.
One more thing.
The clip you're about to witness comes from an alternate world where a collaborative event is taking place. There, a city not unlike your own is undergoing a metamorphosis, both physical and spiritual. The project is currently in a pre-alpha stage, and we are sharing it with you now for the first time. Thank you for watching. This call may be bugged.
Aesthetics.
A million fractures of the soul, pieced together like a broken bow. Can that be another me? Can it be? Can it be?
Okay. Parasensor. This also appears to be a game that is definitely made more for horror than it is for me. But we're finally there at the end. Fucking Red Ass Showcase, if I've ever seen one. A New Zealand ass showcase. Insert Australian jokes. Shrimp on the Barbie, etc. Oh my god. It feels so miserable going through the non-stop jokes. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut off the IOI showcase, because after we get through the black one, I'm not gonna have enough brain cells. Excuse me. I'm not gonna have enough brain cells once we get through black gaming. So the black gaming showcase will be the last one I do. Fuck me. However, if you do care to watch the IOI showcase, you can find it on the IO Interactive channel. It's like 2 hours and 14 minutes. Anyways, Black Voices in Gaming. You can already tell, looking at this one, that, yes, they did in fact do it on purpose. Fucking hell. Black people, we put beats behind everything. Black people put beats behind everything. Black people put beats behind everything. That's how you know they're black, cause they like music. They have to sound like they're in the club. Homie, show me love. But no love with no glove. Or you go straight above. Cause we're black people. Black people, because we have rhymes. We're black people. Black people. Anybody can rap. It's not hard. Just listen to the beat and let it snap. Back, click, clack. Listen to those drums and those little beats you'll snack. Snicker, snicker, snack. Back, 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 back. I hate corpo black people with burning rage in my heart, in my soul, and wish nothing but the worst. Carl, this makes me think of a company that's trying to be Uber BLM in our February. Listen, they said this year black people don't matter, okay? They said blacks don't matter, and they said the gays don't matter. They ain't do shit for it this year. And the queers got it just as bad.
What is happening? I'm ICJ, also known as Justin Woodward, co-founder of BVIG Black Voice in Gaming and The Mix. It is my honor and pleasure to chop it up with y'all and introduce the Black Voice in Gaming Showcase Summer Game Fest Edition. If you have seen the show before, you already know that our mission is to amplify black voices at the intersection of gaming and culture. If you have not seen the show before, all you need to know is you are about to enjoy some of the coolest art, music, stories, and of course video games being made by devs from indie to AAA. Black Voice in Gaming is an experience.
I don't know, Zinyo, but we're going to find out.
Experience Studios nonprofit organization that exists because as black creatives continue to be underrepresented in the video game industry, it is essential to cultivate these creatives so that they can contribute their fresh perspectives, which are the lifeblood of innovation in the art form.
So you expect me to believe that you want me to think that you're putting in anything close to the effort of the Latin Americans? Excuse you, black man. Y'all motherfuckers showed up 16 minutes late for your own goddamn event. Talk about black people time if I ever seen it. And then you expect me to believe. See, I hate that he left because this is what I was talking about. This is why I wanted a gamer race war, okay? Latin Americans got in, got out, had high energy the entire time, and they made the presenter an attractive Latin woman. They tried to sell you the games by giving her cafe and then watching her put it to her lips. Sasuke, I thought we were here to play games. They said, Sasuke, games. No, Holmes, we selling you Latins. And now, literally at the top of the goddamn show, you guys need to be able to help us. You need to be able to understand that we are underrepresented. They don't let niggas make games out here. I told you they play victim. I told you they play victim. Let's get it the fuck over with.
BVIG programs open the door for developers to attend conferences such as GDC and DICE, get funding through the Experience program, and help provide a platform for their exceptional contributions to the video games that we all love. We can't say enough, but thanks to all of our sponsors who have supported us over the years and make these events possible. PlayStation, Humble Bundle, and Raw Fury, who have all given their support from the start, The Mix, Razer, and Summer Game Fest. Thanks to our broadcast partners for the showcase again, Summer Game Fest, Twitch, IGN GameSpot, and Steam. They help extend the reach of this show in ways that would otherwise be impossible. We owe them a debt of gratitude as well, so thank you all. If you would like to join them in supporting BVIG, please follow this QR code on screen and make a donation. Experience is the nonprofit that operates the BVIG programs, and everything helps. All proceeds go to the efforts I described briefly, and more information is on the website. Today's showcase has
at the very minimum, he is very efficient in how he pulls the corpo line.
Prime blend of games, developer interviews, music, and hype. So let's get it started as I pass off the mic to our hosts, Derek and Destiny. We're going to get things popping.
Thanks, Justin. My name is Derek Fields, and let's just say I do a handful of things, but game development is at the center of it all. Kicking it with my favorite people and checking out exciting games are the only things that I care about. So doing it in a way that helps to boost the voices of creators that look like me, let alone for Summer Games Fest, is one heck of a way to celebrate these achievements. Now, speaking of favorite people, I'm joined by one of the
So why does it have to be people who look like you? Why can't it just be people who are good at games?
coolest co-hosts that I know. What's up, Des?
Hey, have you ever met someone?
Don't think it, don't say it. 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 Like I said, chat, don't think it, don't say it.
People and checking out exciting games are the only things that I care about. So doing it in a way that helps to boost the voices of creators that look like me, let alone for Summer Games Fest, is one heck of a way to celebrate these achievements. Now, speaking of favorite people, I'm joined by one of the coolest co-hosts that I know. What's up, Des?
Hey! Have you ever met someone who's always got a project cooking? Hi, hello, that's me, Destiny. Whether I'm running Games for Games or I get to partner up with Black Voices in Gaming during the Summer Games Fest, I'm focused on building spaces that feel like home in the industry. But before we kick off our first interview, our beautiful, beautiful, beautiful spotlights with these incredible developers, I want to take a moment to show love to the community that's supported us from the start.
Which community? The Funko Pops that are on the counter to your camera left? Or the figurines you have on the stationery that's on the back shelf to your camera right? Hey, yo, you know I'm a gamer. You know I'm a gamer by the amount of Funko Pops that I still have, wrapped up in mint condition in the box.
You all are the reason we are here. Black Voices in Gaming has grown from a standout showcase to a powerful movement, a nonprofit creating real opportunity.
Can you please stop looking at the goddamn script and stare at me through the goddamn camera, Destiny?
From funding the membership to building lasting industry connections, they're doing the work to make us professionals in games. So we don't just get people to the door, we get them inside, we have them sit at the tables, and we help them succeed. We're starting off strong, and the guest lineup speaks for itself. So Derek, are you ready to get into it?
Oh, yeah. I mean, let's jump in.
Let's jump in.
My heart hurts.
Hello everyone, welcome to IOI Shadows of Silence, a journey into a world where mystery, horror, and puzzles intertwine in an incredible way. Picture yourself exploring 6 distinct worlds: faith, hope, love, greed, indifference, and betrayal, each with its own wonders and challenges.
I wish I could be able to understand the presenter's voice, but I can't.
In this game, you'll embark on a quest to restore balance to a troubled world. Inspired by the imaginative works of artists like Tim Burton, Robert Sakians, René Laloux, and many more, our game blends dark fantasy with simple elegance, transforming every level into a vibrant story waiting to be uncovered. Prepare for gameplay that's both challenging and rewarding. Utilize special abilities such as time management, invisibility, and energy control to solve intricate puzzles and outsmart lurking dangers. Discover hidden paths using a light and strategically navigate shadows to overcome obstacles in your path. IOI Shadows of Silence is more than just a game. It's an emotional adventure. As you explore, you'll uncover secrets, meet unforgettable characters, and think deeply about big ideas. Your choices will shape the story, revealing surprises and new journeys at every turn. In the world where every shadow hides a secret waiting to be uncovered and every light illuminates a new path forward, the fate of ISR rests in your hands, where each decision leads to new discoveries and adventures. Get ready for an unforgettable journey. Thank you for watching.
Hey everyone, my name is Mikhail and I'm one of the founders of Caldera Interactive. We're a 3-person team from Canada working on our first game, The Rabbit Hole.
I roll.
A cozy farming and tower defense game where you play as a cute bunny that must defeat the Trash Panda posse to rebuild your home. We've been hard at work on the Rabbit Hole for a little under 2 years. We're all new to the industry, so it's been a daunting journey. But over that time, we've had the chance to pitch our game in front of publishers and crowds, even winning the GDC pitch competition. We've also had the incredible opportunity to show off early build of our game at Gamescom and ran multiple playtests with our community, where we've received amazing feedback to help us improve our game at a rapid pace. Despite being so new to the industry, we've been so lucky to have had many mentors and communities in our corner along the way, and we strive to make sure to do the same, and to be the help we wish we had as we got our game to where it is. On that note, a special shout out to Black Voices in Gaming for having us on this showcase to talk about our game. In the Rabbit Hole, you play as a rabbit named Sprout, whose hometown has been destroyed by the Trash Panda posse, a group of raccoon that's after your harvest.
Uh-huh.
We were inspired by games such as Stardew Valley, Bloons, and Cult of the Lamb, which led us to create a cozy game that's approachable, but still gives the players the ability to go deep with it.
I mean, technically, that's not so much those as it is Automatrops. It's just that you're using a freeform planting system that puts it more in the degree of being like Cult of the Lamb.
So during the day, you spend your time tending to your farm, planting and harvesting crops, as well as planting defensive towers, exploring the surroundings for treasures, or buying new supplies. Players have access to a variety of plant towers that grow into powerful allies. Their final evolutions must be unlocked in town and purchased within each run to mount a top-tier defense against the Trash Panda posse. We created a symbiosis system that rewards players for creating a symbiotic garden where certain plants thrive when placed in proximity of each other. Once the player is ready, they can trigger the night phase where they must defend against waves of hungry raccoons using the planted towers and the equipment they've gathered during the day. Now let's skip ahead to see what a player's garden might look like further down the line.
Yep, that's the common crops.
They return to their hometown, where they can spend resources rebuilding.
Technically, it's Plant vs. Zombies, with an Atomic Crops twist.
Different weapons that can be discovered and used to fit the player's playstyle. The game also features a lot of ways to upgrade Sprout's abilities to match the challenges ahead. We're still hard at work, and we'll be hosting a public playtest on our Discord server this summer. In the meantime, don't forget to wishlist the Rabbit Hole on Steam and join our Discord for more details on our upcoming playtest.
Toss down.
I'm fair. The solo game developer with over a decade of experience creating games that blend fun and chaos.
That doesn't sound like a black voice.
Toss down. I've been developing this game solo for the past year and a half, and I can't wait to share everything about it with you. So, I want you to imagine a world where meteors rain from the sky, missiles rip.
Although technically that's actually an African voice, so
that's the chaos of Toss Down. A high-energy action.
It's either a South African or a North African.
The clock to complete deliveries while dodging a storm of absurd obstacles. Imagine Crazy Taxi crashing into Jet Set Radio with a unique twist of unpredictable environments and hazards that force you to adapt on the fly. The goal was to create a game that's both nostalgic and refreshingly modern. Let's take a look at the heart of Toss Down, the gameplay. As a courier, you have one goal: to make deliveries. But when everything and everyone is out to get you, you've got to get creative. Jump on cars for some extra height boost, but be careful, they can explode anytime. You can also scale buildings to escape mayhem, or just rely on your quick reflexes to stay alive. But here's the fun part: you're not entirely defenseless. There are more than 20 power-ups to pick up. You can freeze enemies in your tracks, blast them away with a shockwave, turbocharge your speed, or shield yourself from the madness. You can mix and match them for crazy combos that turn chaos into your weapon. Plus, there's perks to tweak your style. Do you want to run faster, tank more hits, blow up everything in your path? You got it. Toss Down will have more than 60 plus perks you can choose from. You're not just stuck in one spot either. You dash through various zones, from city streets to hostile suburban towns, each with their own vibe, hazards, and enemies. And to keep things fresh, you can pick from a roster of couriers, each with their own special abilities. Maybe you're into turbo speed or you love a good extended dash. Whatever your style is, there's most likely a character for you. You'll also be met with special delivery requests along the journey. They can be pretty intense. Think time-crunching runs where every second counts, or fragile package deliveries that test your dodging abilities to the max. And since the levels are procedurally generated, every run comes with a surprise. Fail to complete a run, that's not a problem. You always unlock upgrades that would help your future runs. It's all about getting better and understanding the chaos. Toss Down is my love letter to straight-to-the-point action games. Pure, unfiltered fun with no fluff. It's the game I've always wanted to play, and I hope you love it too. So, if this chaos sounds like your kind of thing, head over to Steam and wishlist Toss Down right now. And hey, if you want to tag along the ride, follow me on social media or hop into the Discord server to join the playtest and share your thoughts. Thank you all so much for watching.
Shout out to all of the devs who are flexing their games and showing what they've been cooking. Ayasa Shadows of Silence, Rabbit Hall, and Toss Down are looking so hot this summer. Make sure to wishlist, follow, and support all the games on the showcase. It definitely helps them out. Up next, we're going to hop into the trailer from South of Midnight, which is a game that has been blowing up lately, and jump into the mix with Destiny and Derek for an interview with one of the developers at Compulsion Games. Stay locked.
There's a fine line between mercy and justice, ain't that right, Hazel Flood? You chose a hard road for yourself.
We've got a long journey ahead.
Please do not remind me of the garbage that was South of Midnight.
It's not safe out there, Hazel. If I was the one missing, she wouldn't stop looking.
South of Midnight, more like South of Sales representation. Yuck, 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 yuck.
Crouton? What the? This ain't even the weirdest thing I've seen today. I'm seeing these things.
You can see strands.
I know I played it before. That's why I made the joke. Neo J, do not lie to me. Is it getting a sequel? Was this announced? Is this official? Don't you fucking jump scare my chat like that.
And now you're looking for a creature. You're a weaver, aren't you?
Ha! South of the profit margin. Ha ha!
Hello? There's something big out there.
Take this and go find your mama.
No. In all of my knowledge, it is not getting a sequel.
This is them. Mama?
The use of all of these fucking cutscenes are so out of order. How old is this game showcase anyways? This was from June 9th. June 9th. Because they clearly couldn't do it on the Juneteenth. All of these cutscenes are out of order. And they're stitched together to make it sound more interesting than it is. Now, for the history in which I saw this game get featured with its trailers, never did it get the tagline of South of Midnight, Unravel the Past. Never. It was always featured as just South of Midnight, as a new narrative interactive game. Which, as we figured, was a fusion of 3 different types of games. Mascot games, Prince of Persia, combined with the walking simulator effect of Rayman. And no exploration, no secrets whatsoever of any true meaningful design. Every secret either led to lore about the area and about how her family is responsible for all the racism, or health elements that barely filled your fucking health pool. A combination of Ratchet and Clank, Spyro, Crash Bandicoot, Prince of Persia, and Rayman. Don't you dare buy that premium edition. Don't you dare buy that premium edition, chat. Don't you do it. Don't you waste that goddamn money. You can get a lap dance with that money.
It's cool. It's cool. I love getting a chance to see that trailer over and over again. I can never get enough of it. Enough of it. I can never get enough of it.
Yeah, I know. Black people can never get enough watching stolen movies. But
Des, what do you think?
Honestly, the first time I saw that trailer, I was super excited, but it reminded me of this movie that I saw a really long time ago called Beast of the Southern Wild, which like features like this little girl and she's going on this journey.
Neo J, I already own it. You're not going to buy that game. I already bought the game, so you didn't have to buy the game. No, it's not for the benefit of the people who are necessarily here on the live. It's for the people who will click onto this stream who have no idea what I'm about or will be shown a pit of this VOD. Don't you buy that game. White man, I see you with your hands. First off, clean your hands off. I saw what you did. We all saw what you did. We can smell it too. Secondly, don't you buy this fucking game. Don't you let these black people bully you into buying this game. It'll be the worst 12 hours of your life.
Journey, right? So like, and it's like a coming of age, like with her and her father, and it just kind of, I felt like, okay, the people who are making this game definitely saw that movie and definitely got inspiration from it, and it was beautiful. Like I think it won like Academy Awards and things like that. So I love what you've done with the trailer and with the game because it really does speak to a place that no game has ever really done well before.
You heard it here first. There was things like Don Bluth films, and there are things like early Disney Pixar films, maybe a couple of films from the people who would go on to do DreamWorks, and then no games. And then South of Midnight. Quintessential. Classics.
Yeah. I'm really excited to be digging into the trailer, digging into some of these references that you mentioned, Des, which is why this is going to be a really good segue into our next into our exciting guest we have for the showcase today. That is Zaire Lanier from Compulsion Games. Zaire, how are you doing?
I'm just really good. I'm excited to talk to you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really excited to talk to you guys. That's why I have absolutely no fucking no energy in my voice whatsoever. There's none. There's none whatsoever. None at all. I have no energy. No energy at all. Look at me. Look at my dreads. Yeah. Energy. This woman has no energy. You expect me to believe that you want me to be excited for your event when your guest doesn't even have energy. Just, yeah, fuck it, I gotta go on to the game show. I gotta talk about the game. I wish Jay was not busy! I'd make her suffer with me. With us.
Yeah, I pin that reference. First, before we dig into some of the details in talking about this exciting game, South of Midnight, can you introduce yourself and give a little bit of clarity as to your role at Compulsion?
Yeah, I'm Zaire Lanier. I'm a game writer and narrative designer. I've been working in games since 2020, and I was one of the writers on South of Midnight, and I guess that's what I'm here to talk to you guys about today.
Destiny, why are you laughing? Destiny, what's funny? All she did was introduce herself in a role. Although I yet would find it funny too. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the one who's responsible for the racism. One of the people. Let's be true. Let's be honest. She's a writer. So she's only three. She's a writer for Compulsion, but she's black, so she's only 3/5 accountable for the writing in the game.
I wanted to know how you did your taxes, but since we're talking about that, we'll just
really poorly the IRL at my door.
She's joking.
Yeah.
No, that's great.
No, go ahead. It's all you.
Oh, okay. We promised we were going to do this back and forth. I know if it was my turn yet, but I'm catching the ball. So, thank you. What I wanted to know is, like you said, you got into it in 2020, but I know from my own story.
That's a good question, Exo Crusher. Why is this game being showcased in 2025, even though it did release in this year?
Like the reason why I wanted to get into games was because I wanted to see more representation. Working on a project like this, where you're getting to write black characters and talk about like history and some of our culture, like how did that make you feel?
This game did not talk about a single bit of shit, and it didn't talk about a single bit of culture. It had multiple pieces of other cultures smashed together in an incoherent way where it made zero to little fucking sense. And I should know, because I looked it up on air. Niggas lying. Niggas lying.
It means a lot to me. I've been playing games for a decent part of my life. A lot of it was when I was younger, especially it was like Call of Duty or goofy stuff with my cousins. Which the games have narrative, but I don't consider them necessarily like narrative, like strongly narrative games. And I've enjoyed all these characters, and then as I got older, I started playing like Mass Effect or The Last of Us, games that are really well known for their story. But I didn't, and even though I enjoyed those characters, I never really saw characters that looked like me all that often. So it for me to be able to put that out into the world, so someone who plays there.
So there were never any black characters that had short, stubbly, potentially lesbian black women. You never saw yourself in them. Literally, all the games that had black characters that were central and integral to the narrative, no games South Midnight.
Their first game at like 12 or 13 or something, or even younger, for them to see someone that looks like them, or like their mom or their sisters, like, that means just so much to me, just because it's not something that happens very often in games.
Right. As you were sharing that, you mentioned narrative, and you've also identified your role as a writer at Compulsion Games. For people who are considering entering the games industry or maybe navigating those opportunities now, can you help to create a distinction between what is writing for games and what is narrative design?
That's a really
Why are you asking her pointed questions about what's different about being a writer and narrative design? The fuck is wrong with you? This is supposed to be a game showcase. Why aren't you showcasing games that are soon to be released and coming out?
There you go.
Yeah.
I feel like that varies from like studio to studio, and it just kind of depends.
What does it mean for Compulsion would be a better question, yeah.
So for Compulsion, I think a writer does a lot more concepting of the story, the different zones that the game takes place in. I wrote like a ton of cutscenes, self-talk, readables, like that kind of stuff. And narrative design is kind of the narrative delivery systems that go into the game. So how do the readables connect with the overall story of the game? What does it mean for the in-universe mythos? What are we trying to convey to the player? Because that aspect of it is more interactive. You're watching a cutscene, it's a little bit more passive, but narrative design is everything from environmental storytelling to if you play the game like Mahalia's Weaver symbols, like what do those mean? Working with art to make that symbol meaningful. So I think it's a little bit more. Not quite technical. I think it is technical, but it's it encapsulates more than just like writing pre-cut scenes and like nice sentences. It's how is this going to work together in tandem with like art, music, level design, and all that other stuff.
I love that. I think that's a great definition, just because I don't know if I would say the way you explained it in my head, narrative design is more world building, whereas like a writer, you're giving them the scenes to write and the world is already kind of being created, but there's still a bit of back and forth, right?
Yeah.
That's how I've always looked at it.
Yeah. No, it's definitely blurred. Like I do a little bit of narrative design. My friend Danny, who works on the game, she does some writing. We collab with each other. But I definitely, the narrative design I think is her specialty, and she's very good at that and presenting these ideas. Like I have an idea, and she's like, all right, well, how do we present this to level design so it makes sense? And I'll like look to her for her leadership on that. And
a narrative designer does not do the same thing as building the game world. That is for the creative director. You are the writer who writes the script that the actors say. The narrative designer would be the person who takes those pieces, yes, and ties them to other things. So, more than likely, in your job position, you wear many hats, assuming one of them isn't one of those two hats. It's not complex, but considering the bad story and world building in that game, and how nothing tied into anything else, let alone the religion, or the symbolism, perhaps you guys needed to get better at your job of doing that, because it was ass garbage.
We help each other on cutscenes. So it's all a group effort. I think we all kind of bleed into each other's specialties a little bit, but I do think there's a distinction.
Did you guys meet on this project, or did you know Danny before then? And how is that working with like another friend? Because I know a lot of people, they make friends at their job, but like having somebody that you've known for a while and then kind of being able to work with them to create something so special.
Yeah, I have known Danny for a bit, a couple years now at this point. We met on Twitter, which is how I met probably 80% of the people I know in games I know through Twitter, because I was in the Midwest and wasn't in a gaming city, so that was pretty much the only way I had to get to know people. But I ran a Kickstarter, and I asked her to, it was a horror anthology type thing with cryptids, and asked her if she would like to write one of the entries in it. And Danny also runs her own small studio, so I knew she knew her stuff, she's very professional, and I was like, hey, like we're hiring, if you would like to apply, and she got the job, because she's very good at what she does. So it was really nice to have someone I know on the project with me, but also someone who is familiar with the culture we're working with. They have those southern connections as well, and someone I just like know we work pretty well together. It was very, I'm very proud of the work we did. And it meant a lot to be able to do that with her, because it's not something that I wanted to do by myself, like having that on my shoulders necessarily. It was nice to have someone to like share that with and bounce ideas off of.
I love that.
I was one of those cryptid backers, by the way. I remember that. He said that, I was like, that's where we probably connected online.
Yeah.
There's a, when it comes to narrative and a lot of the aspects of the game, I've had an opportunity to consume a lot of the tangential information surrounding South of Midnight, and one of which was this very documentarian style coverage of how you and the team really immerse yourselves in the environment. And when I think about that,
Where do they immerse themselves in the environment? There's nothing immersive in the environment.
South Midnight is deeply, mythology is deeply woven throughout the entire game, and of course, like going in.
No, it's not. You throw, let's see here, Georgian folklore about the river monster. You threw in Barbados, Jamaica, Guadalajara, and other Caribbean islands that could be considered into hoodoo. You tied in South Bayou, Louisiana, voodoo, and tried to confuse them as the same thing, while using the wrong sigils and the wrong seals that represent the wrong barons, the wrong loas, and the wrong spirits in general, all while doing racism, bigotry, racism, while making the twist villain of the game the obvious grandmother. You stuck racism in every single bit of the design where you could, and yet you did not a damn thing to actually show racial cohesion between family members, including the father who was already dead, as that is a relevant piece of information that is concurrent to the end of the game, and what was meant to be the hope of a character like that of Kuzma versus somebody like his dragon, who makes fun and harasses her throughout the entire game, in so much that he is represented by the shadow monster until you get to the point that you can go into the underworld of New Orleans. Basically, it has a different name, but I can't think of that name.
Into another environment to immerse yourself in different aspects of mythology. How did you navigate that? What was important to you? What did you discover along the way?
So one thing I really liked about working with Compulsion on this was they knew what they didn't know. And I think they were okay with that, and they wanted to get the right people to make it as authentic as they could. So the team did visits down to the south. They were in multiple states, multiple times, lots of different communities. For even down to like the sound design, they had people out in the swamps with parabolic microphones, capturing the sounds of insects, of birds, and they did it multiple times throughout the year. And so I think Compulsion, because they were so willing to lean into that authenticity, we had references, so, Beasts of Southern Wilds, Night of the Hunter, Used by You, I, read some stuff on my own, really getting into the nitty-gritty of the genre and seeing how that meshed with culturally what we're doing, being culturally sensitive to the people in the South, because you don't want it to come off as very stereotypical. These are living, breathing people with living, breathing...
But it did. It literally did. Every single white character that isn't a goody two-shoe angel like Bo, or isn't challenged and troubled, but listen, she's got a good reason for why she murdered her daddy, like Minister Pastor Jolene is an evil, racist white person that died as a feature of the racism they were involved with in the story. Not to mention her grandmama, the big bad witch of the bayou, the false stitcher, who's responsible for the lore of the story, which we learned nothing about. Not really. We didn't learn anything through narrative. We were told. We were told the important things about the video game. All of it to come to a summation with scenes we never got to interact with. Not through any choices. No secret ending. None of that shit. So really, your narrative design is literally under the floorboard and you're getting mobbed by Five Nights at Freddy's. Lying. Lying through your goddamn lips. Ain't Juicy's mine. Tell you that much. Say mean.
Breathing histories, and we wanted to respect that while at the same time we are trying to tell our own story at Compulsion, so paying those respects and those homages, but also very much like checking in on what you're doing, and I think we did that really well.
Yeah.
No, I agree. I think from everybody who I talked to who played the game and who are from the South, I'm in Tennessee, and a lot of my family is from the South on my dad's side. It felt like a love letter. It felt like something.
That felt like a love letter to you? Rampant hate crimes and incorrect writing feels like a love letter to you? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm looking, because I can't play the other song. Well, I guess we can go with this.
Attention, please. My name is Uncle Ruckus, no relation. I want to sing y'all a brand new song I just wrote called Don't Trust Them New Niggas Over There.
I can't go any further with that joke, or otherwise I will get banned.
don't know how to explain this, but like you can tell when people put their heart into something and their passion into something because it comes across when you see it, and you're like, they really cared about how they wanted to portray these characters and their story, and all of the characters are so layered, which is really nice because they felt real. Like you felt like that person used to live down the street from me, like honestly. And I was saying, like with Rue reminds me of this other character from another show that like I connected with. So I
Sing along if you know the words. Don't touch them new niggas over there.
I think you guys did an incredible job, and I think what I can appreciate about Publishing Games is that they did hire people of color, Black people, to help tell that story, and that is so important because you get some of these rooms that are not filled with any of us trying to tell our stories, and they're just missing the mark. So I think you guys did an incredible job. One of the questions I wanted to ask you.
Leaving they nigga essence in the air. Them happy, nappy head niggas with the fingers on the trigger. Don't trust them new niggas over there. Don't trust.
As a writer, is this something you always wanted to do? Did you always see yourself writing for games, or is this kind of like something that you kind of fell into and you're like, damn, I'm really good at this? Like, how did that come about?
No, I went to school and I wanted to be a doctor.
Okay.
I did a biology degree, and then I just like kind of bounced around really aimless for a while.
I wanted to be a doctor, but that shit was too hard. So I started writing trash fucking fan fiction.
And I got a PlayStation from some guy on Craigslist. That was like,
We have spent at least 10 minutes in this segment. The timer's currently at 43:28. It started way before that. Oop, that's too big. Technically, it should have ended right somewhere around here. And yet they still talking to her here. Is it just this? Is this it?
and then I just like kind of bounced around really aimless for a while. And I got a PlayStation from some guy on Craigslist that was like definitely stolen in a parking lot at like 11 o'clock at night. And I got The Last of Us, the Telltale Walking Dead games, and Dragon Age Origins. And those were my my first big like narrative games. That's not true actually. My grandmother got an old school Xbox, original Xbox when it first came out, and I had Knights of the Old Republic when I was like 12. And
This is the face of a Redditor. Sister girl is just a pig. She looks like that. She looks like she don't ride dick. This is the face of a Redditor. Listen to her as she fucking yaps. It's all because in her hair there is deep naps. This is the face of a Redditor.
And I was like flabbergasted, I was floored. I remember running my grandma and being like, oh my god, you know, the big twist, and she didn't know what was going on. She's like, that's great, I'm so glad you're fun. And I was like, yeah, but I hadn't really gamed in between, you know, the original Xbox and getting a PS3. But I played those games and I was like, oh, well, someone has to write these. And I had never thought of that because when you think of English degree, you're like, oh, we're a writer, you can write books, you could be a teacher, and that's all I could really think of. So then I just hopped on Twitter and I followed a writer who worked on the Walking Dead series, the Telltale series, and I went through everyone she followed, and if it's a game writer or nerd designer, I followed them, and I started being like borderline annoying. I was just like, I hate the games. Like, what was your path? What do I do? And I started doing game jams.
That's called research.
Yep. That's true.
That's called research. That's good.
And then I did game jams, and then I got a scholarship to go to GDC, but then 2020 hit, and so that was devastating. And then I did a Kickstarter that kind of took off, and that's what got me noticed in games. I got my first job on Subnautica Below Zero, working on as like a junior writer on that. And that was my first foray into games.
Is that the first one or the second one?
It's the second one.
Okay, because I remember distinctly, but the second one, the main character was a black woman, and I was like, oh, okay. Okay, that's really incredible, and I love that you touched on that. I'm gonna go back to you, Derek. I just wanted to like tell the people who are watching who want to get into games. There are so many different ways to get into games. There's not just one way. So I know like you can.
They're still going. 45:50 in a 1 hour 27-minute presentation. We are past the 55% mark. So, the Corpo presentations are, guys, you should listen to us. We love the earth. Guys, you should listen to us. We're people who stream on Twitch, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. Guys, you should listen to us. We're the right kind of black people. Again, I was 100% right to label this the CorpoSafe presentations. Now, obviously, this does not even get close to touching the Latinas. The Latins. My shadow came up for a hot second. Unironically, a waste of our fucking times.
You can have that. I believe in education, okay? And you can have these people saying, like, you need to come to school to do that. You absolutely don't. School is really good for networking, but if, like, you're a storyteller, you're a storyteller, right?
Yes, 10 different writers how they got into game writing. You'll get 10
different.
incredibly different stories. You'll have scientists, and then you'll have, someone who went to school for writing. It just runs the gamut, which I think is actually really cool.
I do too. A lot of different perspectives coming in to create something. So just keep trying, because I know right now times are hard out there, but keep trying, please. We need more of us in the industry, so, like, don't give up. And that's all. I'm done. I'm off my soapbox. Don't get scared.
No, it's all good. This is my segue. Speaking of stories, I got to witness, like, moments before our call, a post that you made online about, the support that you received getting into games, and I thought that was really impactful. When it comes to, looking at the stories that maybe like really imparted themselves upon you. You talked about these Telltale games. You talked about Knights of the Old Republic. Were there any how do I say this? Are there any memories that you have about the impact of narrative upon you that you really made an effort to kind of apply to a title like this, whether that dealt with maybe Hazel or some aspect that happened in the overall arc of the story?
Yeah. So 2 stories.
They're still fucking yapping. $55 minutes. They're still. Nope. Finally. That segment lasts all the way until 55 minutes and 5 seconds. You can clearly see from the timer here, that's almost 65% of the runtime. I'm skipping that section. I am skipping that section. Why was 65% of this show just south of midnight? Unironically stealing time from everybody you could have put there.
Yo, I'm CrowdGX, solo dev here to tell you the wait for Affect Neon is almost over. If you haven't kept up for the past, 6 years, Affect Neon's been a solo passion project of mine ever since I graduated college. I'm gonna show you.
And now, to a game that flopped absolutely terribly. Harder than Mighty Number 9. Your game does not look like it should have spent that long inside development, bro.
Okay, so new level today, right after I turned Neon even more green than they already are. Hope you enjoy unlocking everything. But yeah, back to the solo thing, the programming, art, music, sound, and things that you normally see other devs outsource to different artists, nah, that stuff's all me. From here, we can work other districts in the game. We're just gonna go to Hexane District for today, but as you probably figured, you can go to whichever one you want in any order you want. So yeah, here's the Hexane District hub, and first level, we're just gonna go straight in, and keep my last score on it. So yeah, playing the level in order, this stage will formally introduce you to grind rails. Every platform is cool with it. Hey, I don't need the rules, I just pretend to know what they are. This game's got some depth too. While these rails let you go fast on them, the momentum from them will carry over into a high-speed run once you get off of them, which you can use to instantly wipe out enemies if you can maintain that speed. Observe. Yep. But yeah, that's one of those hot steel ceiling expression things. Wait a second. Since I ignored that hive earlier, Wasp enemy followed me, tried to hit me, but I dashed right as I was about to get hit.
Black Man's Pizza Tower.
The freeze time encounter. No, get out of here. Mastering the entirety of Neon's moveset, as well as the level layouts, will make you look absolutely godlike to other players. But that level of mastery is not required by any means to enjoy the game. It's always funny to watch out this part bounce level tunnel there. Now we've got penguins outside of the natural habitat. This one particularly dies. And I guess this one here wants revenge, but no. You know, I initially came up with the idea of this game with playing Mega Man ZXA as a kid, and I was like,
Yoshinio, it's actually important that he's talking over it. Because as you know, us black folk, we can't do anything without talking rapidly over every single bit of the content, because that's how commentary's done, right? Color commentary is done when you're a black person and you're just talking over everything, right? Right?
I was like, I'm tired of shooting, I only want melee, and I want to dash in all 8 directions. Fast forward to games like Celeste and Spark the Electric Jets are coming out, and I learned those ideas were really fun on principle.
So that means you didn't really make it about Mega Man and Mega Man X, you jackass! It's certainly not Mega Man Zero! You took the speed of Sonic, and you took an idea that would be crystallized in Anton Smash and Pizza Tower, and you put it in a game that technically is already behind the times because 20XX and 30XX already exist. Blood be yapping. Niggas be talking, they ain't talking about nothing. They ain't talking about nothing.
Almost 100%. Ooh, finally max power. And I lost it, just like that. To explain, that percent counter at the top left of the screen, that is Neon's resonance. It acts as critical hit rate if you're familiar with that general mechanic. It goes up as you fight and collect green triangular nodes across the stage. And at 100%, Neon transforms and becomes even stronger. But if you get hit without any shields or upgrades, you go all the way back down to 0. So maintaining it will make you really powerful, fast, and cool. Oh yeah, here comes the tricky water level. I guess it wouldn't be a railway if there wasn't a train, you know. But yeah, this segment's side-scrolling, so those missiles won't be a threat unless you try to hold forward and speed up. Meantime, though, you can tear through all these enemies flying on screen. And if you're trying to get an S rank for enemies killed, then that becomes a requirement. I meant to say KO, but same difference, right? Oh good, another penguin to kill. I mean KO. Alright, finally got the big boss fight here. This design is actually suggested by one of my Kickstarter backers. I think it came out really cool. I do hope they agree. Oh, I should have tried to parry her again. Actually, wait, hold up, we're getting pretty close here. Now, come on, give me a couple more hits. We are back. Don't know how much sense it makes for a big train to be piloted by a smaller train that is flew off into the distance, but hey, it's neat. Also, God, it's sending shadow clones after me, okay. Nah, buddy, I'm keeping this 100% to the end of the level, you ain't stopping me. Nice, there it is. Like, what was that? A rank? No, probably that's right. Ooh, okay. Spoiler alert, that's not the highest rank of the game. See that 98% down there? There's more to be done.
So yes, it is literally Black Pizza Tower. We're never beating the allegations.
What? Not today, though. Let's go back to the tunnels area and chill for a bit. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed what you saw. That'll be it from my little showcase. I want to thank Justin, Derek, Sean, and everyone at Black Voices in Gaming, as well as my followers, Kickstarter backers, all the gaming outlets, as well as you, the viewer, for making all this possible and giving me support through the years. The game's been a long time coming, and I can't wait to finally get it out to you. And if you can't wait and need to try it now, there's a free demo on Steam at this very moment. Try it out, leave a review, wishlist the main game, and be sure to send me a clean, crisp $20 US, the price of 3 eggs in this economy, for it if you're enjoying yourself. Take care.
Hi, I'm Tari Ajiwe, a solo game developer from Lagos, Nigeria, and I'm working on a game called Go North. I like to describe
The transition. This transition is so goddamn ripping. Hi, I'm Leon, black nerd, trying to show off his game. I'm yapping with my guy who looks like he's a knockoff character that should belong in a knockoff universe that belongs to Mega Man ZX Advent. This is my shit, you know, check me out on check me out on Steam. Hello, my name is Abubakar Salim III. That was some hot ass bullshit. At least you didn't forget the Africans, huh?
Hi, I'm Tari Ajiwe, a solo game developer from Lagos, Nigeria, and I'm working on a game called Go North. I like to describe Go North as the first immersive maze adventure ever. It's a narrative-driven game where you explore beautiful environments, discover useful items, and solve various puzzles.
And yet, somehow, his game looks better. 2 different art styles, but this looks like professional art. Even though people made fun of Abubakar Salim, at least Tales of Canteria Zao looks like the part. So nice of you not to forget the Afrikaners.
All while trying to find your way through a variety of unique mazes. I've been developing games for over a decade. This has been mostly freelance work where I build games and VR experiences for companies across the globe. But now I'm finally building something of my own. One of my goals is to contribute meaningfully to the Nigerian game development scene. It's a growing industry, but we're still finding our voice and footing on a global scale. And I think one of the core reasons for this is that we lack proper success stories. I'm hoping Go North can be one of these. I wanted to create a game that blends adventure with a sense of calm. A relaxing, cozy game, wide-ranging enough to be challenging, but not one expressed through technical difficulty.
And that's commendable. He made something original, chat!
I wanted to build something that evoked the same emotions as games like Journey, Grace, and The Short Tide. That's why Go North focuses on exploration over combat, on atmosphere over pressure, and on the immense power of cuteness and beauty. It's a game you can take at your own pace. In Go North, you explore a variety of maze types, ranging from forest mazes to mazes in the sky to endless corridors to garden mazes. Each maze is visually distinct, and each one presents a different navigational challenge. To help players through them, I've designed a wide array of unique items. These range from items like called Waybeam, which is a plant-like beacon you can place anywhere that shoots a beam into the sky, and you can track it from any location, and you can easily find your way back to it. To other items like the Lunar Board, which are a hoverboard type item that helps you traverse around the maze. These items allow players to engage with the maze at their own pace and style, whether they're methodical explorers or curious wanderers. At the heart of Go North is a story. You play as Dara, a young girl on a journey towards the northernmost part of the world. Legend has it that the maze god resides there, and that he grants one wish to any adventurer brave and cunning enough to track him. But to truly Go North, Dara must navigate countless difficult mazes, purposefully crafted by the maze makers to get her lost. Along the way, she will meet other maze explorers, make friends, and help others as she navigates her way forward. I have been developing Go North solo, but I've also contracted out specific tasks to local talent here in Nigeria. It's very important to me that the game showcases what Nigerian talent can accomplish, and by investing in local artists, I want to be able to prove that we can build globally competitive games right here in Nigeria, and hopefully inspire more creatives to do the same. Thank you so much for checking out Go North. If you're interested in a relaxing, beautiful maze adventure, or you just want to support a growing indie scene, I'd love for you to follow the game, wish lists, and share it with others. Let's go North together.
Hi, I'm Nerese.
Look at that. And he did it in under 30 minutes. And now, on to Mocha Chocolate Thunder. Chicken bunny, like chicken head boo boo fritter with some skillet on the side.
Escape Road to Ascend, developed by Mami Avalon. We're in the studio.
This is not me thirsting. This is me trying desperately to be jovial.
Based in Warwick in the UK. Ascend is a meditative puzzle adventure game about climbing a sacred mountain, solving zodiac trials, and restoring the inner world in a more calm state. At its core, it's about transformation, emotional, spiritual, and elemental. You play the Aurora, a pilgrim searching meaning across the mountain's ancient pathways. Each level explores a different zodiac sign, an emotional truth tied to it, grief, resilience, self-doubt, and growth. The puzzles themselves are around each spirit of each sign. So Sagittarius challenges your pursuit of knowledge and perspective. Gemini plays with mirrors and duality. Taurus tests your ability to give and find balance. The blend of emotion comes from our love of old PS2 era titles like Jack and Dexter, Primal, Final Fantasy X, Dark Cloud, Kingdom Hearts, games where exploration, mystery, and all the heart is lived in the same space as well.
The 7 features integrate constellation-themed puzzles and a unique time-turning mechanic, where you can shift between day, twilight, and dusk. Each time of day reveals a different layer within the world. Some puzzles only come alive at certain times of the day, so twilight reveals secrets like the moonlight. Your light altars, reroute waterfalls, reflect beams, press ancient machinery, and reshape the landscape to move forward. Aurora, our main character, her journey is steeped in anxiety, so moments where she feels small, overwhelmed, or even unsure whether she's even meant to be here. This isn't just a character trait, it came from us, it came from myself. A lot of her inner voice, her hesitations, her dry humour are all from real thoughts, where I've had to try to keep going. I became a way to explore how anxiety doesn't always look loud. It's about how we live in silence and second guesses, and the pressure to keep climbing even when we're not even sure why. The mountain reflects the emotional weight and causes us to move through it, not fix it. Ascend is about the climb we all make, the one that nobody sees, the one inside. Through light, myth, and puzzle solving, not just uncovering the secrets of the mountain, but you're uncovering parts of yourself. It's coming 28th of August. You can play the demo for free now on Steam, and which is the full release coming 20th of August. Please take a look at our trailer.
I didn't come here to be a hero. I came because no one else could.
And then it's got standard fucking voice
The
acting.
mountain keeps the ones who didn't make it. Pilgrims frozen with thought, like ghosts who forgot what they were searching for. Each trial's tied to a zodiac sign. Leo burned. Sagittarius? That one gave me answers I wasn't ready for. They all say the mountain changes you, but maybe it's just trying to show you what you already are. 12 zodiac signs, 12 riddles, and I'm somehow supposed to solve them without losing my mind? Easy. Even if the mountain sees more of me than I want it to, there's no going back now. I don't know what lies ahead, but I know I have to keep climbing. To ascend.
And the worst part is it looks exactly like it would, and exactly like you expect the character to look. This over-designed Holy Trinity Magic Girl design is really, really grating in all of the games. I don't like it. I would rather you find a new style to draw the characters in, because everybody does this. No, all of your characters do not need to be silver-haired black moon maidens. I promise there are better aesthetics and styles that go further beyond Sailor Moon in her wedding dress. You can draw them. You can do it. I believe in you. But stop this trend.
Everything just looks so fun. I cannot wait to play the final build of Advent Neon. I've been following...
Nigga, you lying! That shit was straight ass!
Now for a minute, it just gives me Sega flashbacks. Our next guest is a talented musician who has influenced hip-hop and the gaming culture through clever wordplay, production, and live with his freestyle skills, which he is a master at. Ladies and gentlemen, gamers, hip-hop heads, and everything in between, we bring you Mega Ran.
It's like I've been forced back into high school. Snap back to reality. Why does he look like Bumser Robinson? Mega Ran? Or the guy talking before? No, this is not rap. This is Nordcore rap. This is something entirely different, Sudwin. So, Brentalfloss. Brentalfrost, the Proto-Men, the Megas, Dwayne and Brando, the Amazing Brando, and Mega Ran. The 7 horsemen of the Nerdcore apocalypse. Technically 6.
You are now in the place with Mega Ran. That's right. Shout out to Black Voices Gaming, everybody, for having us out. My name is Mega Ran. I love video games. I love hip hop. I love culture. I love people. I love bringing it all together in this little thing they call nerd rap. So let's get it started a little something like this, shall we? Okay.
You are about to witness something that I was very deeply into in high school. I will not defend what the fuck what I'm about to see.
Okay, if you with me now, go, 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 go. That's old school rap. Go, 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 go. Make some noise now. Go, 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 go. Let me hear ya. Go, 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 go. Hey, yeah. Dark side is Strider and my rider. Tomb Raider, Tomb Slayer, and Soul Survivor. I wear a halo, but more like a dark angel. King of the fighters and my furious fatal. The God of War like a mighty Thor. You're a dinosaur still trying to find a link to the past. Crack down on back clowns and make them back down. No more heroes because they don't want to rap now. In my Metal Gear Solid, Modern Warfare, cast dark clouds every 7 years. You can never question the dedication to beats be resonating. While I'm awaiting your resignation. Since I was a cadet, every last cassette I record had to hit them with a mass effect. From the east to the west, they know I've been the best, so we live at Summer Game Fest. Oh yes! Go, 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 go! The Black Voices Gaming. Go, 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 go! Gaming and entertaining. Go, go!
Why aren't you panning to the crowd? Why aren't you panning to the crowd, Summer Games Fest? Black Voices in Gaming. I know that he's performing and working his ass off, okay? This was like watching Rachel Bloom perform for Bill Nye Saves the World, right? With that really cringe gender rap or gender song that she sung, right? But this is what I want to know, okay? Where's the crowd? Where's the crowd, Summer Games Fest? Where's the happy, clapping, captive audience? Where's the modern audience? Where are they? Where are they?
Yo, any questions? Yeah, because this is the beginning of the Mega Brand Legend. All right, let's set it off. Here we go. We are at the beginning, and it's just getting started. Summer Game Fest is underway. Hope you've been playing some great games, hearing some great stuff. My name's Mega Ran, and I'm here to give you a little bit of halftime entertainment. So, let's keep it moving with one of my favorite jams from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles video game, Shredder's Revenge. Let's go.
Go ninja, go ninja, go, go ninja, go ninja, go, go ninja, go ninja, go.
A little Vanilla Ice, of course. All right. Yeah, all right, y'all. Wherever you are, you can hear me? You gotta take it back to the 90s for this one. Okay, now, say go ninja, go ninja, go, go ninja, go ninja, go, go ninja, go ninja, go, go, yeah. Okay, hey, heroes in the hash down. Hey, yeah. So this track is called It's a Pizza Party. This time, heroes in the hash down. Yo, and it goes like this. Hey, extra, read all about how Shredder McCrane rap that without a doubt. There's a little story I like to tell about boy youngsters from out of shell. You might be wondering if this world comes to walking turtles on first to come through, break from the sewer, making maneuvers in New York City, bringing it to wrong doors. Not a fellow, get him in thinker. Drain a little watch, I guess winter. Rob Miguel is strong, but he's reckless. Next, Michelangelo, he ain't stressing. Leonardo, the fearless leader. After a long night, we'll need some pizza. That's how we quell his hunger. For if you with me, say cowabunga. That's turtle power. So that is on Shredder's Revenge, which is out right now. That's the ending theme, so you gotta beat the game to get the rest of it. But let's get into Final Fantasy VII, because that's my true love. Honestly, role-playing games, especially from the 90s, from a company called Square Soft. Not necessarily Square Enix. All right, y'all. This one here is how I'm gonna show you how to start a revolution. Take your hand.
He called the song beat Black Materia.
You ball it up, you turn it around, and you raise it toward the sky, and you say, hey, we beat them. Insurgents, not a bit nervous. Encouraged, got a bit further to go by any means. Getting rid of our enemies. A-P-A-L-A-N-C-H-E, that's who we beat. Insurgents, not a bit nervous. No lip service, got a bit further to go. Do what we gotta get. Who want that problem? A-P-A-L-A-N-C-H-E, that's who we. There's a massive company called Shinra. I don't know exactly what they're into, but they want to get control of my stream, and I just can't let that continue. They don't care who they hurt, who they injure. Want to turn my whole plan against us. It's simple, join the resistance, but you wind up going against us. And the name Barrett Wallace, and I'm known for paralyzing, pulverizing folks into submission. Not fantasizing, wish this world wasn't mine. Get worse if we allow it. I air with a cannon for an arm, and I'm number revenge aside. And I represent Avalanche. Man, them chumps don't have a chance. Watch them scatter, man, with ever Barrett's man, no battle plan. My people beside me, team about me, we're the voice of reason. Thanks to the legend Jesse. Anybody ever wait, we squeezing. Get behind me, I'm leaving. I'm the region's gotta be the highest treason. We can't do more of that now, and I'm not leaving. Till we eat. We can do whoever wants you can get quit. The president of Shinra's throwing fits. So yo, let me see your fist like this. Hey, not a bit nervous. Encouraged, got a bit further to go. Any means, getting rid of my enemies. A-P-A-L-A-N-C-H-E, that's who we beat. Insurgents, not a bit nervous. No, the service, got a bit further to go. Do what I gotta get. Who want that problem? A-P-A-L-A-N-C-H-E, that's who we beat. A-R-R-E-1-T. They gon' have to come get me if they want me. I don't bend, I don't break, don't care about much. It's my daughter Marlene. My people's being free. You gotta understand, son. I don't have the answer. I just keep the faith, and I always keep a handgun. No, I mean that literally, because I got a handgun. I call this a gun arm, so I'm never unarmed. Get it? It's a little fun.
Again, I was a teenager in high school, okay? I was a teenager in high school. It's hard, okay? It's really hard. Because on one hand, he's performing live to an audience of potentially nobody. On the other hand, this is the face of a Redditor. He's pushing 35 years old. He's singing rap songs about how Avalanche is bold. This is the face of a Redditor.
Final Fantasy. Hope you having a good time. Yeah. My name's Mega Man. It's been so awesome to be here, even though I couldn't physically be there with you at Summer Game Fest. This is about the next best thing I gotta say. So, I used to be a teacher, so I want to shout out all the teachers and educators and people who keep creating out there. Just keep on working and making amazing things happen because you are the future of the entertainment industry. So keep gaming, keep playing, keep creating, keep building new worlds so we can keep on enjoying them. All right, y'all. Well, I'm Mega Man, and I'm out. Peace.
It's because he couldn't go. That's why there's no audience. He's recording himself as halftime entertainment that is being done in the back half of the fucking presentation. So, the black presentation was a game that was already released, an interview with the writer of the company for a game that was already released, Mighty Number 9 Black Edition, a puzzle game featuring, well, let's be honest, the designs that come from Tumblr, and then a 75-minute half show from Black Nerdcore Grandpa. Although, let me be fair, technically he'd be Black Nerdcore Uncle. The only one. He's the only black one. There are tons of white ones, but he's the only black one. I don't know, McGran. I don't think you shook a jive like that for the white folks no more. That shit hurt my soul to watch. Like, he's not a bad performer at all. He's not a bad musician either. It's just the setting, the venue, the energy, the lack of an audience. It's mostly the lack of an audience. But, you see, all of that was here to hear. All of that was here to hear. So, Black Voices in Gaming, where the game's at? Moving on, we're almost done. Tile cleaner game. I mean, they will claim that it flopped because of isms, but it really does have no one there physically present to give the energy back. It's not even like he was doing a live broadcast from where he was, and then they were projecting his performance on the stage. They just literally cut to his feed and had nothing there to fill in the space and time. Which is some fucking bullshit. But that's how they do it, nigga. That's how they do it, nigga. This looks like an actual video game. Ah. This is another one that's going to be a clone of Mortal Sin. Shadows of Chroma Tower. If you're a fan of third-person slash-em-ups, this one's for you. Potion crafter game. Tiny Witch. This is one of those cozy games that can actually be deeply, deeply, deeply entertaining. The fact that you can get it on iOS from the Google Play Store is like, alright. I'm not against it. I understand and I can see the theorem. It just so happens to look like something that most people won't want to spend time on. But this will actually go hard on GOG and go hard on Steam. And at least the art design kind of just, no, it takes the cutesy Black Witch design and it does some stuff. I'm also noticing that they're just throwing all these in on the back half of the show. I did not notice that. Meet Naomi. She likes to roller line in skate. Yes, truly. All black people spend a lot of time alone in their feelings, don't they? Roller Girl. So, immersive sim where you go around your cul-de-sac in the city using inline skates to earn money to fix your car? Okay. Sounds like a Choices Matter video game.
What is fun about an abandoned warehouse trip?
And another speedrunner game.
That's right, you've got nothing to prove, sis, no matter what they say. Okay. What's this all about?
Ah, yes. It's this again. You see, I forgot, because it didn't open like that the last time we saw it. Of course, this game is here. Why did I think that it wouldn't be here? Why was I so gullible to think that they wouldn't do it again?
Was signed. Promises made and broken. Is it stealing to take back what was stolen?
Stolen? Who's stealing them?
Us.
It's time to get out of there.
Let me introduce a friend of mine. Smart, agile, and will let you look at his the tightest security.
I could probably bench press every one of them.
Locksmith strikes again.
Hold on. Are you having second thoughts?
Nope. Just hoping you won't get me killed.
Cool.
I know what you and your little crew are doing.
Nobody threatens my family or my friends and gets away with it. So we are going to do whatever it takes to take back Africa's belongings, and we're going to do it together.
You could have made a game about literally anything. A game about literally anything. But you chose to make a game about repatriating art by stealing it from British museums.
Wow, that performance from Negaran was great. That's a phenomenal performance always, so definitely check out his music if you haven't. And also, it was great seeing another selection of games to look forward to. But with that said, we've got just enough time left to show you a jam-packed selection of titles, so definitely stick around and check out what's next. Here it is.
Lazy, lazy, lazy. You shouldn't have put them inside of a fucking montage. Lazy, 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 lazy. Will I play it for the content? Oh, I already told Jay that if we're gonna play it together. So you got Reloaded, you got Tossed Down, Advent Neon, ISS Shadows of Silence, Yasuke the Lost Descendant, which is another slash 'em up, TMNT, Tactical Takedown, Creepy Redneck, which is basically another Bejeweled copy, Sunken Stones, The Rabbit Hole. So they're just re-showing all the games that we had saw before. Power Lens, Rhythm Towers, Rizamon, Ribbon Crown, can you make it any more blatantly an Elden Ring ripoff, bro? Local Limbo, Drum and Trouble, Rule the Girl, Beatdown City Survivors, Shadows Chroma Tower, Go North, Ascend, Spirit City Lo-Fi Sessions, which means that that game, Spirit Swap Lo-Fi Beats to Match 3-2, got a sequel. That trash-ass romance Match 3 game got a sequel. Drop Shot, reach out how you can help find and shape the future of gaming. I don't know. I feel like I should reach out to help you shape the future of your goddamn music list. This music is trash!
Wow, what a show. Can you believe everything that's happened? Des, how are you feeling about the content that we just had?
You don't want me to believe what just happened in front of my eyes.
A pleasure of viewing today.
Listen, I'm loving the content and I'm loving your commentary. Like, it is keeping me going. I don't drink coffee, but you got me hyped. And honestly,
Like, my voice does not go up over a normal numbers pitch. I am so excited. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Oh my god. I'm so excited.
I am super excited that we were able to. It's always there was a big like production when we're like talking to developers, getting everything in, but everybody like did an incredible job. We had a very dope interview there. I mean, Compulsion Games coming through with focusing on Black culture and Black stories. Like, what more can you ask for? Obviously, we want more of that, but you know what I mean? Like, that's incredible.
I know what I can ask for more of, Destiny. The games! Presentations for the games! If you're gonna have a glorified commercial, I'd at least be able to sell me the games with their glorified commercial bits. You didn't do that.
But what else do you think? I mean, we had developers, we had musical guests.
Oh, right. Like, we got a musical guest, not only that, but Mega Ran, getting to be a part of the show was really incredible. So there's so much to be hyped about. It's always a privilege to be able to celebrate the achievements of Black developers and see what it is that they're cooking up on the showcase. And again, for Summer Games Fest. And so, getting to put that out there into the world is really exciting, and we get to do it with cool people.
I mean, like, the coolest. I'm not, that's my shoulders off, but listen, before we close out, let's just take a second to recognize why this all matters, right? Representation in gaming isn't just important, it's powerful. Every time we spotlight the success of a Black creative, no matter the scale, we're pushing the industry forward.
I disagree, Destiny. Representation in gaming does not mean putting a spotlight on Black people just because a Black person did something. A person who decides to recreate Mega Man X and call it something different is not necessarily something that needs to be celebrated. It can be recognized. We can say, hey, yo, bro, you're here. But by no means did he need to have all that time to yap about the game. But if he is going to get time to yap about the game, he and every other person who's made something that has yet to be recognized needs to be able to be recognized. Not glazing Compulsion Games for over 30 fucking minutes because you desperately want to that corporate cock. Snatch this shit out your throat. You're good at everything but head. You're good at everything but head. I don't want that shit. Matter of fact, give me back the Latinos. I'm allowed to switch.
These moments of recognition do more than just celebrate wins. They open doors. They remind people that there's room for them here. That they belong. I don't know, I was about to get emotional because I think, for me, I'm always screaming and shouting about.
Oh, are you really getting emotional? I can't tell. Your glasses haven't moved frame not once, bitch.
Like, just keep trying because you belong here, and we have these amazing stories that we continue to tell, and they're so beautiful. And I'm just glad that, hey, this is our first time at Summer Games Fest in this capacity, and they're recognizing the beautiful and amazing work we do. And so, like, let's just keep up the good work, everybody. Let's just keep playing the game, and not only playing it, changing it.
It's so pointless.
Excellently. Thank you again for joining us. Thank you for being here. We appreciate all of you. That's it for another Black Voices in Gaming Showcase. Hope to see you again.
See ya!
And that is our show, baby. Thanks, Derek and Destiny. You guys are amazing. Check out Games for Games, which has a showcase popping off real soon. Make sure to check out Experience Studios in order to help developers get their games funded and support underrepresented game development. Follow all the shenanigans of Black Voice in Gaming on Blue Sky and across all of our social media platforms that pop up right here. Shout out to all the developers who jumped in to share their games and their babies. Huge thanks and a big dap to our sponsors, PlayStation, Humble Bundle.
They try to push Blue Sky even though they put the socials up and they clearly put Twitter at the top.
And Raw Fury, who've all given their support from the very start. Also, The Mix, Razer, and Summer Game Fest. Thanks to our broadcast partners for the showcase, Summer Game Fest, Twitch, IGN, GameSpot, and Steam. Extending the reach is definitely helpful. We owe them a debt of gratitude as well. Thanks to all you guys for showing up and showing out, and for all the love. We will talk to you soon. I'm Justin Woodward, co-founder of BVIG. Peace.
Miss me with that call, nigga. Alright! That's day 3. The only thing that is left now, should I wish to care, is the Death Stranding 2 event. I don't think I'm going to do that one, though. Mainly because I don't plan on playing Death Stranding 2. But I heard very basic things about it. Like the fact that Pecora, which is the Oshi that Kojima's in love with, is in the game. And she's actually a mandatory part of the game's storyline. Very funny. Very cute. Very based. Very cool. I'm glad that all of you became 500% more racist today. We became racist against New Zealanders. We became racist against the Australians. We became racist against them because over there. Everybody's getting the hatred. Everyone's getting the hatred. I leave you. I will see you all tomorrow. Assuming that I don't fully go through with the Death Stranding 2 event, it will be replaced by a Leadhead versus chat. And I guess at some point in the future I'll be playing Date Everything. I don't know why you do this to me, horror. Why? 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 Anyways, I will see you all again soon. Same Carl time. Same Carl channel. I'm billing you all for my therapy. Double. You're getting double my rate. And I will read you in the funny papers. Tell your friends. Tell your mom. Tell your dad. Now these niggas are freaked out in here. Don't let them come inside. Goodbye. Bring more friends. Bring them into the neighborhood. We've got new HOA housing. Just approved. Goodbye.